hello. Good evening. Hi, Anna. Hello, Sting1JP, Deluxe Tux, Taku Shades, Eden Waith. Hello, hello, hola. Anna, thank you. Thank you for saying that the Halloween stream was awesome. Appreciate it. Shakhtar, good to see you. Yeah, it's, 11 minutes late. Judith Butler's lover, good to see you. Yes, and Deluxe Tux, I am back among the living. Yeah, I got rid of that tube of white face makeup pretty quick. And now, yeah, but the complexion's a little bit improved, I hope. Of course, as usual, let me know about the sound, if music's too loud, if I'm too loud or not too loud, not loud enough. And I think maybe this time closed captioning might be working. I turned something else on and I installed an extension in Twitch. So there might be a CC option this time. Ooh, Eden Way, if you're watching Invisible Man and Mummy movies, nice. Nice, nice. Oh, cold morning in Japan. Got back yesterday from your long weekend in Tokyo. Finally had a good sleep. That's Sting1, so I'm assuming _JP means Japan. That is awesome. I've only been to Japan once when I was about 5.5, and I definitely want to go back, visit. Chua was, hello, good evening. Yeah, we're gonna do an EGA DMake stream. So the bonus Spooky Spook Halloween stream was, I started up a Hades game EGA DMake, and that was a lot of fun, and I wanted to kind of get more work done in it, and I thought it'd be kind of a chill way to have this day. DMake continued, yes. Yes, Sting1JP, I hope I can go back at some point, for sure. Ooh, Deluxe Tux, you've never been, but you would love to go. Addicted to NHK travelogue called Cycle Around Japan. Well, my mom has TV Japan, and we have some shows we record, so I like to watch a lot of, like, not a lot of Japanese TV, but some, and it's really fun to watch. The shows seem to be so wholesome, at least the ones that we watch. Chua was, how long have I been working on the game? So yeah, that's a good time, I guess, to introduce myself. I'm Julie Minamata. I'm the solo indie game dev behind the Crimson Diamond, and I will roll the trailer too, which is only a minute long, and I try to do that every time. I've been working on the game, I've been working on it full time since October or November 2018. And I kind of mark it as that time because that's when I showed the game first publicly. I showed it at Wordplay 2018 here in Toronto at the Toronto Reference Library. And that's kind of the point where I also started making, well, I already had a Twitter account, I guess, but when I started to be more active on Twitter, I made the Crimson Diamond website, which I think there should be links. So let me just artificially get those. Yeah, so, when I made the Facebook page and I got the website registered and working and stuff. So that's kind of when I first really decided that it was a full-time thing. But I have been working on it for quite some time as kind of a hobby project. And so that's kind of how it started. I've been working on it probably now for more than 10 years, which is a long time. But then again, I haven't really been focusing on it. I've only been focusing on it since about October 2018. Oh, good, thank you. Shakhtar, you saw the DMake progress so far? Yeah, so I'll walk through just the steps that I went through to get to that point really quick before we move on to it. Yes, Deluxe Tux, as an American, you're spending your Tuesday evening with y'all like any other Tuesday. Well, look, every Tuesday is Crimson Tuesday. So welcome to Crimson Tuesday, just like any other Tuesday. Don't even worry about it. Hello, DJ Mega Hammer, good to see you. Yep, I hope everyone's staying safe and sane. Glad to be here. I'm glad to be here too. Let's see. Progress updates. So I'm working currently on another sort of close-up scene in Chapter 4. And when that's finished, and I'm going to have that all finished and implemented into the game this week for sure, then I'll move on to the last section of Chapter 4. And then it'll be, hopefully, in December, I'll move on to Chapter 5. I'm hoping that'll be the case. And then on to 6, and then on to 7, and then the game is done. But of course, that's kind of where the testing, the real serious testing starts, and we'll see how long that takes. So I do believe that I'm on track to launch the game next year sometime. It remains to be seen when, but that is the dream. We will see. Let's see. Judith Butler's lover, do I speak or read Japanese? Just curious because some of your cousins who are kids of immigrants in Canada don't speak Croatian. Yeah, that's actually quite similar to a lot of the case I find with Japanese Canadians too, and my own experience too. My dad was actually born in Canada, but he is Japanese, like his parents are Japanese. He was born in Vancouver. And my mom was born in Japan and immigrated when she was in her early 20s. So my parents are both Japanese for sure, and both of them, I would have to say their first language is Japanese, but I did not grow up speaking Japanese in the house, so I am doing Duolingo right now. I'm trying to get up to speed, and I have taken the JLPT N5, which is like the easiest one, and I barely passed. I got like a 67% or something, but I studied. I studied a good amount. I have books, some grammar and vocabulary and stuff, and I have some like Anki, whatever it's called, flashcard thing on my phone too, which I was using to study. So I studied pretty well. It just I did really well in everything except for ironically enough, the listening section I had the most trouble with. But yeah, I am working on it. I eventually would like to be able to speak Japanese better, for sure. But I do try to practice with my mom now. Just today, it was really cool because I was texting with her, and she discovered on her own how to text in Japanese, and I was so impressed. That like kind of made my day. It was so cute that she did that. So we kind of went back and forth a little bit doing Japanese. I did add the Japanese language setting on her phone, but I kind of left it there, and she figured it out on her own, which was kind of really cool. Yes, Andrew Gray 26. Happy Crimson Tuesday to you too. Yes. Yeah, and even with testing can be a deep rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see about that. I'm gonna have to see what we can do with that. Yes, eating with Duolingo is awesome. I really like it. It's so easy, especially if it's on your phone. It is so easy to practice. It's just almost no excuse not to. So I do like it. Nihongo o benkyou shimasu. Mainichi. Oh, Sting1, JP, your Japanese is bad despite living here a long time. Kind of bad at languages, or maybe you're just lazy and not actively studying, just passively absorbing. Your job requires you to focus on English and Italian, so it feels like you have no time for Japanese. Yeah, I know some people tend to have a real gift for languages, and I guess the more languages people know, the easier it is to acquire new ones. I think I'm kind of just an average language learner. I don't think, I'm not particularly talented at that, but I feel like I do have a bit of a head start with Japanese because I grew up with it kind of in the house, although we didn't really speak it too much in the house. Watching obviously all the anime and stuff everyone else was watching, and hopefully my pronunciation okay, although sometimes I'll try to say something to my mom and my pronunciation will be so bad that she won't understand what I'm saying. Anyway, it's a work in progress. Oh, your 10-year-old Anna is using Rosetta Stone entirely for French learning. I'd call the approach somewhat questionable. I tried Rosetta Stone a bit. That one was tough. I think Duolingo it's really good, and just the convenience factor of it too. Furoi, heyo! Yeah, so Edith wants to know, texting kanji characters involve a keyboard or does one draw the characters? You can do it both ways. So you can kind of type out the romanized, whatever they call it, like the English version of it. Like for instance, Sakana Kao, who sometimes comes to chat, if you type sakana into the Japanese language keyboard, like the romanized one, then it will start popping up with the proper letters. Or you can have like a Japanese kind of thing where you can kind of hold down one of the keys and then you get a crossbar. So if you hold down the ka, you get ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, and then you kind of press that one. It's like when you hold down a key on a regular keyboard on your phone and it gives you like the different accents on the E and stuff. That's kind of like what the Japanese keyboard is. So there's the Japanese mobile phone keyboard thingy, and then there's the romanized one where you can type it and then it kind of starts to auto-complete. Sting exactly one. You can type phonetically, yeah. And the phone is pretty good about it actually. And sometimes what I'll do if if it's too troublesome, I'll actually try to say the sentence in Google Translate, and then I'll copy and paste it from there. So I said to my mom today, I said, because she figured out the Japanese thing, I said, "Anata no atama mada ii desu ne." which means your brain is, you're still, your brain is still good, your head is still good. So I started to write it in the keyboard, and then I just gave up a little because it was taking too long. So I just said "anata no atama mada ii desu ne" into Google Translate, and it caught it, and then I just copy pasted because I was super lazy. Rodrigo Borgia, hello. How's the game going? Game's going well. Yeah, I'm almost. I'd like to be finished chapter 4 this month, and then move on to chapter 5 in December. That is the goal. We will see what happens, but that is the goal. Yeah, exactly. It's very helpful because if you don't know the kanji, the phone will usually guess right. It's super handy. Google Translate is actually really good for doing that too. And also in Google Translate, you can actually use your finger to do the kanji if you want, and then it's pretty good about that too. Yeah, apparently kanji writing is kind of falling off among young people, I hear, because everyone's using their mobile phone. So let's see. Let us run the trailer. So yeah, this week is an art stream, although I'm not going to be doing my own game art stuff. I'm just going to do. I started that EGA DMake, and I want to keep working on that. But every other stream, unless Dan is busy, is a live music stream where the musician who works on the game, Dan Policar, he'll like live compose something for the game, and I'll kind of give him a description of what we're looking for, and I'm gonna link up Dan's stuff. Dan is amazing because he's so quick about the composing, and he's an amazing musician, and that's a lot of fun. So I have to talk to Dan. We'll see about next week if he can come in and do a music stream. But if not, I'll come back and we'll do maybe some more intro game art. And Furoi, before I forget, so the Pat Mcgrath Celestial Mothership eyeshadow palette, I'm wearing it today, and the colors are pretty nice. The metallic is super metallic, and so I'm really pleased with it. It's my first time I really had a chance to try it. I was really excited to try it for stream today. Yes, Dan the band. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, as long as there's no more hardware delays, hopefully chapter 4 completed this month. Exactly. Yeah, the hardware thing took too much time. It was really annoying. But now I feel like I'm back in a groove, so I'm feeling better about that. But yeah, I'll run the trailer, and I made the trailer because I submitted to Indiecade, and they wanted a trailer, and the other trailer was super old. It was only made because I needed it for something else, and because I needed a new trailer. Dan and I did a trailer on stream one time, and that was a lot of fun. But I'm going to run that real quick, and then we can get started with what we're working on. I only have one other thing to show during stream today. It is a board game I redid, and so that has a lot of components, so it'll be fun to show. But we'll first do the trailer, and then I'll do EGA DMake stuff, and we'll get on with it. So let me see about trailer.
Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS.
Okay, so that's that. And we're going to get started on the Hades screenshot. And I've never actually played the game, but I'm a huge fan of the art. I believe Gen Z on Twitter for Supergiant Games has done the art, so we're going to move on to that. And I've done keyboard shortcuts now to be more slick. And I'm sure you guys hopefully will please tell me if it's not on the right screen. But this is where we left off on Saturday. And I can run you quickly through the process of what I did to get to this point. So I took the original art here, again by Gen Z, great little piece, and what I did was I decided what the working size was going to be. So right now the current size for this is 1290 pixels. And what I do is I'll take just any old color, Oh, my microphone fell down. Oops. Okay. I'll take any old color and I'll just kind of see, okay, well, clearly the pixel size for that is way too small for me anyway. And so I just try downsizing it by certain percentages till I get to somewhere that I think I'm going to be okay. And still might be a little bit small. And so anyway, I kind of do that until I've come to a size that I actually like. And what I did settle on was something nice and chunky. But I do like to keep the original up to have it. And so the original is, the pixel size I ended up going with was this big. Pretty big. And from there I started applying Photoshop filters. So let's just walk through that real quick. So let's say I did this at like 50% or something. Although I don't think I did. I would go up here to mode, and I have index, oh, it is already index colored, but I'm going to switch it to RGB and then apply my own indexed color, which will be the EGA color palette. You can see if I do this, because you know, compared to EGA, the screenshot is not that bright. All of a sudden we lose a lot of the color information. So what I did was, before converting it, I saturated it like a lot. And from there I converted it, oops, not to CMYK, to EGA. And so that's kind of how I started it, like this. But you can see there's a lot of problems with converting it to EGA like that. And I don't spend too much time on this stage of, you know, adjusting the contrast and the saturation, because I know I'm going to go back in there by hand anyway. So I just get in there and don't waste too much time. So I started out here with the face and everything like that. And, ooh. Oh, nice. Let me just quickly check that. Sting1_JP, thank you for subscription. Awesome. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna just dive back in. Okay, so here we are. I'm actually gonna reopen the Hades piece. Holy cow! Sting1_JP, thank you for the gift subs. Holy cow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Equel Gabriel 1, yeah, whoa, for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I've said this a lot, but it was Dan's idea to start streaming because he's a touring musician and there's no more touring, and this is a great way to just, I don't know, socialize, and of course I'm promoting the game, but it's also been a really great way to get to know people and being able to like interact and stuff. And so this type of thing, when people kind of are supportive of that, it means a lot to us, and I really do appreciate it. So thanks. So here's what we started with. Oops, wrong button. Uh-oh. Oh, eating away saturation? I don't know. I just play with it, and then I know that I'm going back in and fixing it anyway. Goemon-sama, hello. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for also saying hi. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is kind of what we started with, and you can see there's already a lot of problems here. We lose a lot of that information in the face. So I just go in and I just start getting in there with the pixels, trying to clean it up. And I actually did notice, when I did a GIF of the whole process that I had here, I noticed that kind of the jawline kind of gets messed up a little bit here because of the downsampling, so I might have to do something about that. The other little bit I worked on the other night was this skull. And you can see I kind of obliterated this skull detail just with the EGA. So I just went in and I just redrew just about everything there, except I had these beautiful, really handy light green landmarks to go from, but I just kind of eyeballed it, and I am using the mouse for this, although I do have a stylus pen. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I feel like I don't want to go back and start adjusting small things like his jawline yet. I want to just have an overall thing, and then if I feel like I want to get into it more, I will. So why don't we continue on with these? I really do like these skulls. So why don't we keep going with the skulls? And I'm just going to duplicate this in case I make a horrible mistake. Yes, Lurker. How much did I saturate the original picture? I think with the yeah, I guess like 70, like a lot. I actually don't remember. That looks like a big number. It says 76 there. I don't know if it's saying that because that's the last amount that I saturated at. But like I said, I don't really focus too much on how much I do at that point because I just know everything is going to get fixed later. So it's not a huge deal either way. But I kind of want to go in here with the feather bits. Oh, cool. So, Sting, yeah, you're saying you don't actually remember how you found out about this project, but you think it was through Twitter and some people we might have in common. I actually work in the game industry. Nice. What are you working on? If you want a link, please drop a link, because that's what we're all about here. Might be some overlap people here and there. Yeah, I do like to ask people how they've come upon the project and stuff. And quite a lot of people say the Pushing Up Roses. She did a video, like a quick 5-minute first look video, and that was really cool. And I think that got a lot of people's attention. So that I'm so grateful for her that she did that. Because yeah, I do sometimes ask in chat, and a lot of people say Pushing Up Roses, which is awesome. Yeah, exactly. Deluxe Tux, Dev Twitter is the best Twitter. I'm still figuring Twitter out. I had this whole thing where I thought I had retweeted something, and it turns out if you quote retweet something, it doesn't show you as retweeting it, so I just retweeted it a second time, and I felt like I should know these things, but I don't. This should actually be the black here, yeah. But yeah, I love game dev Twitter because I like keeping track of what's going on. There's so many people out there doing such cool things. Oh, what happened to this yellow bit? Did I get rid of it completely? Did it? The great thing about this piece is it already has a lot of great saturated color as it is, and so I feel like I can take a lot of cues from that here. Although, yeah, there's always going to be some interpretation. Like this one little leaf is going to not be perfect, but oh, you know what? It has to go higher. I have to get rid of some of this hair. Oh, and Goemon-san, we found out through the Renaissance. Nice. Can I shout out people who aren't here? Is that a thing that I can do? Hold on. I don't think so, but I will try. Because the Renaissance has a great retro gaming channel. I'm just going to try. There. Oh, I can't spell it, though. Oh, no. If I don't have autocomplete, I can't. But anyway, the Renaissance has a great Twitch channel. Oh, cool, you work at Capcom. You don't have any link to promote, you don't have any personal projects, but your Twitter is the same as your username on Twitch. Okay, well I can shout you out for sure, Sting. And, let's see here. Nice, you work for Capcom. Capcom is good. I actually read this amazing article about how the old president of Capcom, after he retired, he bought like a winery, like not even a winery, he like grew a winery in Napa Valley and is making amazing wine now, which I thought was super cool. Cool. I'm just gonna make sure that I've got you on Twitter. Twitter is the same as your username here on Twitch. Okay, Sting _Sting1. I will find you because I'm gonna forget. Unless I already follow you, which is entirely possible. Sting1 _JP. Cool. Alright, I'm following you now, I think. Oh, he hasn't retired yet. It's a side business. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. It was so involved, the article I read, that I assumed that was what he was doing now. He hasn't retired? Oh my gosh. I found that super impressive, how he approached that. Oh, Deluxe actually added all the Zorks to your wish list. I actually have the Lost Treasures of Infocom the box version of that. It's really. I think my favorite Zork. I mean, I think I do think my favorite Zork might be Coconut of Quendor or Beyond Zork, or Zork Zero. I really like those ones because there's just a little bit of graphics to them, and I like the flatheads and all that. I like a little bit of graphics, so those are the ones I kind of go to. Ooh, Andrew Gray 26, Text Adventures Pawn on the Amiga. No, yeah, the Amiga is something I kind of missed out on completely. It's a great machine, and there's a lot of really great streamers who stream with it, like Amiga Bill, who I wish I could shout out, but I don't know how to shout out people who aren't here, if that's a thing. I'm still learning Twitch. Like I said, Dan and I have been streaming for a few months now, and everything is still shiny and new for us. See, I don't think with these leaves coming off the laurel that I'm going to actually outline them, because they're so small that if you outline something this size, they're gonna. I could outline them with gray, dark gray. These skulls are great. I think I'm gonna get into this skull, and then I just kind of I'm gonna work my way around this and see where it takes me. Let's see. Maybe I will use the stylus for this. The first text one is the only one you played in it. Is Zork the first Zork? I don't even think I finished first Zork. I have it on GOG, I think, or something. I should go back to that. I should finish all those. I mean, I can't imagine they're that long to play. Yes, and Amiga had Sierra games too, and they had some kind of. I think they had some games that didn't even come to PC. So this, I'm just doing a lot of this by eye. It is like cross stitch, and I have started cross stitching. Although I say that now, but I need to get back to it. It's been quite some time. We might have to get darker in here, but we'll see. We'll see if that has to happen. You plug Bob Bates' Thalmistry in Charms Way every chance you get, Deluxe Tux. Did you have a link? You got a link. I've never heard of that game. Although it sounds like something I would like. Oh, Ashaktar agrees that Thalmistry is really nice. Oh yeah, Sting1JP. Yeah, I made one emoji. I don't think I qualify yet for more emojis in Twitch yet. I'm not. Again, I don't know what the whole system is, but I have one, and I like it a lot. I would like to have more eventually, but I don't really know what metrics I need to make for that. It'll happen eventually, hopefully. Although I haven't really decided what it would be when I do get it. Probably just another character's face. And there are, I think, 8 characters in the game besides Nancy. So it's no shortage of ones to pick from. Although I guess when it comes to that, I will maybe I'll do a Twitter poll or something about which character's face I should do. Does anyone have a preference here? Chihuahuas, you say Hades is great, you're stuck at the Meg boss fight. I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping I'll be able to try it soon at least. Because the art does kind of blow me away, and which is why we're here right now. Actually, there's no reason why that can't all be that color. Yeah, I love this art so much. I know I'm not alone in that, but Oh, thank you, Deluxe Tux, for the Thalmistry in Charm's Way link to the Steam store. Thalmistry is like Crimson Diamond. It's a game made in an old style but with modern sensitivities. Intriguing. I'm gonna just get it on my phone here so I don't forget. Let's see, let's do a time check. Okay, 8:41. So let's say 9, or depending how we're doing, 9:30, I'll show the board game I redid. Thalmistry. In Charm's Way. Sweet. Okay. Got that to take a look at. Oh, Anna, you love the character write-ups for my game characters in the guide. Actually, you know what? I feel like the latest version of the Crimson Diamond on Steam, I think I forgot to put the manual in there, which is kind of an oops. But I don't want to update the demo until I've done some fixes, because I got some feedback and there's some stuff I need to fix. But I wanted to kind of concentrate on finishing chapter 4 first before I went in and updated the demo again. But yeah, there are some issues right now with it, including not having the although I think you could just get the manual on Steam. I think it's still there. It's just when you download the files, it's not in the files anymore. Okay, Judith Butler's Lover likes Siberia 1 and 2. Another game series I've not played. Ooh, Sting 1, you say I need a silly emote like the hat or fish we see at the beginning, something like that. Yeah, that'd also be good. Maybe I'll do not just another character. Yeah, we'll see. I think I'm pretty far from what that would require though, so I'm not gonna worry about it until it happens. I think you need like 25 subs or something. If someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think you need 25 subs to unlock a new one or something. So I'm gonna cross that bridge when I come to it. Oh sure. Hello, Hino3, I believe that would be, or Hinol. Yeah, you don't. I know. It's okay. You can ask me if I'm using it. Why am I using an old version of Photoshop? Yeah, it's the reason I'm using Photoshop CS2 is this is the version I bought in college, legit. And even though the names, the registration, whatever servers are now shut down, and I can no longer operate the thing, I do have the discs and stuff. So when I need it, I just grab it and work it. I've never really felt the need for any more functionality in Photoshop. And also, I don't like the subscription model. I don't think I'm alone in that. And I'm currently working on a Microsoft Surface Pro 2, which is an 8-year-old tablet PC. So I like to keep things as lightweight as I can for that reason. And yeah, I tried to upgrade. I tried to upgrade a couple months ago, and that didn't go so well. Just because apparently Wacom has a lock on good drawing peripherals. Well, not a lock. I would say, what I mean by that is I want a tablet PC that could also double as a drawing tablet, which is what this Microsoft Surface Pro 2 is. But it doesn't. They don't use Wacom drivers anymore for their Surface products. So I'm kind of still using my old thing because it does exactly what I want it to do. Exactly, Sting. Old school games need old school Photoshop and old school music. And I know a lot of people here already know this, but Dan is using a Roland MP32 for the music. So we're doing it old school. And the game does work on Windows XP. It has been confirmed. So yeah, I never felt the need. I don't like the idea of a subscription model because I think about, how much money I would have spent in the past however many years it would have been. And a lot of that was like not when I was making money, and I'm not really making money at this right now either. So, you know, I came by it honestly, the game, I mean the the software, so I'm gonna stick with it as long as I possibly can. Although I know it's not gonna be forever. Nothing is forever. Mew now. Hello. Oh, thank you for saying the Crimson Diamond looks great. Welcome to stream. I really appreciate it. Yeah, today is a bit of a break. I started this on a bonus Halloween stream, and I wanted to work on it a bit more. I feel like I want to finish the thing, and I don't give myself time to finish it on my own, so we're gonna see how far we can take it. I did a whole Kentucky Route Zero demake, which I think the GIF might still be on my OBS scenes. I can hopefully maybe show that tonight. That only took me like 4 hours or something to do. So maybe we'll finish this tonight. Who knows? We're gonna try. What's going on here? Yeah, oh, Sting, so you have the license at work, you spend so much time at work that it wouldn't make sense to buy a personal license too? Yeah. I'm gonna switch to Big Me Julia, and I'm gonna just check the thing. Robin Clark, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying every week. I sometimes fail at this, but every week I try to make the stream a little bit more pro, like have shortcuts for scene transitions, and also I think closed captioning should be working today. If please someone check if you can to just verify that. Oh, Hino 3? I got your name right. Yay! That pleases me. I think I butcher a lot of pronunciations of things, so it's nice to know I guessed correctly on something. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, it's getting a little bit tricky in here. Let's see where we can go, though. I think I said this last time, but cleaning up these areas with like 1 pixel of color and adding a shape as it should be it feels like when you have crumbs on a table and you just kind of wipe it all off and it's nice and clean again. That's how I feel when I'm doing this. Okay, so there's no CC and there's no option for CC. On Twitch, there should be like a little button at the bottom right, and I thought I enabled it. Hold on, oh, you know what? Did I not start it? I did not start it. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I did not start it. Okay, I started it now. Is that a thing people see now? I don't know if you need to reload or something. Yeah, I didn't have it on. And even if it's on, I probably did it incorrectly. Oh, audio is very low. Okay, yeah, we can definitely boost that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, you do see CC button. Okay, audio is tricky. I'll turn up the mic. Oops. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. It's every week it's the same thing. Can boost that a bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. Hey, good. I'm glad it works. I forgot to turn it on. That's why it wasn't working. So, yeah, my original way of doing web captioning was not working anymore, so had to figure out another way. But I'm glad it's working now. I'm gonna try to move my mic a bit closer to my face. Although, hold on, kind of. Give me a second. I'll try to make it louder in a bunch of different ways. So I turned up the gain. I'm putting the mic closer to my face. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working because I do like having that option for people if they want, and it should be. I don't know. It's not an overlay, but I can make it an overlay. But I'm just glad it's working. I'm really relieved. It's actually easier than the other way I was doing it. So that's good. Well, I like having the light gray in here too, but I don't know if I'll keep it here. It's sometimes a matter of simplifying the colors too. But if I want it, I can go back for that. Great. Okay. Low compared to other sources? Okay. It's all in caps. Okay, I can turn down the music, so we can do that. I don't mind playing around with it a little bit. Okay, try that. Okay, so here we go. This Mr. Skullhead. And what else can I don't think there's anything other game-related news I can really report. Not really, just keeping on. And ooh, I like the weird other triangles that are in this eyeball. I think I didn't do it justice. I want it to be a triangle. Yeah, but if I make it a triangle, it's going to be too big. Can I make a triangle? All right. Let's see. Deluxe text, you have a woman at work who types at you in all caps. Yeah, I want to, oh no. Well, that's not going to work. So yeah, the darkest color I've decided to go with is the dark gray in the eyeball. I might have to change that. And I do like keeping the bit of cyan that's in the other eyeball, so we're going to have to figure something out. Man, I don't know. What else can I say? I've been watching Deadwood, which I'd never seen before. Oh, nice, Sting. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Hino3. And thank you for so far, my gosh, gifting those subs. Mew now. Mew now. Are you going to do posters or anything involved with the art? I actually, I can show them. Actually, I have made postcards, and I've got. Hold on, let me just quickly switch over to me view. Okay, so I have this postcard. This is the first. When I showed back in 2018 at Wordplay, I got these printed up. And that's a piece of washi tape at the top because I have this on my wall. So that's not really part of it, just ignore that. So these are ones I had printed up a couple of years ago. And they have, description of the game in the back, a couple screenshots. So that does exist. And there is actually a day and night version, which has a different back. This one has a QR code of the demo. Gloss. It's really it's nice glossy, but it's not nice when you're trying to show it. Because the game has day and night sections. So the demo is daytime, and then the next section of the demo's nighttime, and then you kind of you get to experience the outside and inside of the lodge at night and stuff. So that's the 2 postcards I have right now. I'm definitely doing another postcard when I'm finished the piece that we're actually working on for the art stream, other usual art streams. And I'm going to do that. I do like doing postcards. Postcards is something I've done ever since I was a freelance illustrator for promo work, to kind of send my work out to a bunch of places. And it's a really nice way to get just a nice piece of art on a really good paper for fairly economically. And it's a good little promo piece. I think I got like 500 of those that style postcard for maybe $150 or something, which is pretty good. And I feel like, in terms of mailing them out, it's the form factor. It just I put them in an envelope, and I mail them out to people. Oh, nice. Eating with, you got the nighttime postcard on your bookshelf. And enjoy your dinner. Oh, homemade fish and chips and garden potatoes. That sounds amazing. Have I just started streaming Maple? Um, I started. Well, I don't know if you mean tonight. I started around about 8:15 tonight for Crimson Tuesday, but I've been streaming maybe since March, maybe March of end of February, beginning of March, maybe. So not that long. I'm still learning. It's been a lot of fun actually. Oh crap, I started using the iPencil. It's not gonna work. Um, yeah, I started streaming back in March, and it's been good. I mean, I'm slowly learning how to do stuff on it. That's why we just had the successful test of the new style of caption. Um, but it's been a lot of fun, kind of meeting other streamers online and seeing what they're up to, and a lot of people do retro, which is nice. And sometimes when I'm working and I feel like I can work and also interact and watch stuff, I try to do that too during the day. It's a nice community. It's a really nice community. Mousimus, welcome to stream. No, don't worry about being late. I was late. Their day job called. Yeah. No priorities, man. Yeah. Oop. No, you didn't really miss much. I'm just working on this Skullhead, Mr. Skullhead. And just having a nice time with it. Just trying to be chill tonight, because I think sometimes you just need a chill night, you know? That's how I feel about it. Just see where this goes. And kind of eyeball stuff. I mean, at this resolution, you can kind of eyeball stuff and it's going to be okay. And I will go back and adjust stuff, but I think it's good to get a first pass down. Oh good, Hino, you're installing my game. Yay! Thank you. If you find any bugs, tell me, please. And there are some bugs in the game that I know of that I need to fix, and other stuff I want to improve. So yeah, when people email me with feedback, the feedback email is, I think, in the main menu, and also on the website, feedback@thecrimsondiamond.com. I really appreciate it, because yeah, like Eden With was mentioning, that the playtesting is a whole other thing. And while as a solo game dev, I take pride in being able to do a lot of it on my own, I can't test on my own. So anyone who wants to tell me something that's wrong with it, or something that's broken, please don't hesitate. It's all good. I don't take it personally. I just want the game to be, better, bug-free for people. Because the thing about AGS, I'm using Adventure Game Studio for my game, and the thing about AGS is that if you fix a lot of stuff in the game, it's very, very, very easy to break all the save games that people have. So I've been told, silver lining, that means before you ship, you're going to be extra careful that it's not breaking, because if you have to, update the game with a fix, it's going to break people's save game files, and people tend not to like when that happens. So I have to be super extra careful about that. So yes, the Deluxe Tux, the game Theropods, they just started streaming development. Sweet. Yeah, they are. I believe they're also using Adventure Game Studio for it. Yeah, they're a cool team. Another small team. Yeah, it's funny because yeah, there's an adventure game community, and then there is like an AGS community, which is inside a community inside a community inside a community. And when I got to go to Adventure X exactly this time last year, it's really cool to meet other people who used AGS or have been using AGS longer than I ever have. And we've got Francisco Gonzalez, who made Lamplight City. We have Dave Gilbert, of course, who made Unavowed. And there is Nate. I'm not sure what Nate's last name is, but he did Guard Duty, which is actually been playing, although I've been kind of off of it right now. Not for any reason, it's just I got Oberdin on Switch, and it's been really good. But Yeah, there's a lot of people who use Adventure Game Studio, and it's a great, for me it's been really good because I'm an illustrator by trade, not a programmer, so it's been a good way for me to learn. Yes, Hino, please, yes, try to break the game. Try to break the game. And I like to always tell people regarding breaking the game is that one of my earlier versions of the demo, you're not supposed to be able to leave the you're not supposed to be able to leave the lodge in the demo, but it was possible to do that, and two people actually managed to escape, which it's not an escape game, but I was very impressed. But now it's now impossible to do that. I'm pretty sure because now before I get a demo out, I just delete the exterior rooms. I didn't do that before. So now if you try to escape the lodge, there's just a void now, and the game crashes. So, all these things I'm learning how to do. Hey, O'Rourke, good to see you. Yeah. I saw you saw the tweet and stuff, so I'm good to have you on. And I only have one monitor, so I have to switch back just to make sure that I can say. Oh, the activity. Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Something. I heard a noise, but I don't see what the noise was. So I'm sorry for what I just missed, because I'm looking at my activity feed and I'm just not seeing an update. So if anyone knows what that was, please tell me and I will address it. Control 4, back to Photoshop. Oh, Eyeshadow, you made a murder mystery game in AGS some years ago, not in Sierra style, but with LucasArts Scum interface. Eyeshadow, another AGS, are nice. Oh no, I just accidentally desaturated this with a keyboard shortcut. Right. Did I? Oh no, sorry. I'm looking at it, and what it is, it's a different channels open. Give me a second. Layer, menu. Layers. What channel is this? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Hello, Tracy Facey. Yeah, Rogue single monitor live. And the thing is, I have extra monitors, but I don't want to give up desk space, which I know is a silly reason. But also, I want a monitor arm or something, but... yeah. It's not a huge deal. Oh, I think I'm going to totally get rid of this green, because in the mouth of the skeleton, at least for now, it's really distracting. Okay. Oh, Roke, you can barely function with 2 monitors? Well, you know what that means. It's a very simple fix for not enough monitors. Hello, Smoke8622. Good to see you. Welcome to stream. Yeah, today is a non Crimson Diamond stream, really. It's just me doing this EGA make of this amazing piece by Gen Z. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I need to make these teeth shovel shaped too. But not yet. Oh, we can't see Photoshop? Need to view switch, thank you. Control 4. Are we there now? Okay, good, sorry. Yeah. Right. Thank you, yeah, if I seem like I'm talking about Photoshop and I'm not in Photoshop, yeah, just, if you let me know like that, it's super helpful. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Do the Butler's Lover. Have a great night. Good to see you, as always. And oh yeah, I think, are you on Twitter as well as I saw a name that was like yours on Twitter, and I was wondering if it was you. Was that you? Hold on. Are you Judith? Was it had Boo in it or something? Let me know. I can't remember. I saw it somewhere. Twitter is like a huge stream, and I can't keep track anymore. DNA Beast, good to see you. And you had a 13-inch monochrome monitor. Yeah. You sit in front of 3 giant LCD monitors and take it for granted. Yeah, that's the nature of humans. And I think, you know, I think it's a good and a bad thing that we're like that, because it kind of we're never satisfied. Can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, but it motivates us to keep making stuff. So hey, don't feel too bad that you're incredibly jaded. DNA Beast, you use an 18-year-old Edenwith. You use an 18-year-old monitor as a supplementary display. Right now, I'm just working on the Surface Pro 2's beautiful. I think it's like a 10-inch display. It's not that big, but you know, you kind of get used to it after a while. Oh, there's a lot of laurels in here that need to get fixed. Oh, and that's, oh, you know what that is? Okay, that's his jaw. That's what's happening. Okay, we need to just make a note of that. Okay. That's what's happening. His mouth is open. Gotcha. Okay, okay. That's what this all is. So the thing inside his mouth, I'll have to do that later. I just want to kind of get all these skulls resolved. It's awkward in here. Let's see. Okay, Judith Butler's lover. You're not under this name. Okay. Amberzine, good to see you. Okay, Judith Butler's lover. I could have sworn there was someone with a very similar name to yours on Twitter, and I was not sure, so I'm glad I asked. Oops. Okay. And let's see. Yep, these little stray pixels. And kind of, I want to fix the laurel stuff, but it's not resolved enough, and I don't like it. I want to make them work for me. I'm gonna have to completely redraw these, I think. Yep, just gonna get rid of them. Yeah, Deluxe Tux, exactly. If you told me in the 90s I could watch a person in Canada make a game while chatting with folks in Europe in real time. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Edenwith, yeah, they Adobe did have the CS2 suite available, but yeah, I don't think they're up there anymore, but they're easily obtainable. And like I said, I have a legit version, so I feel completely justified in obtaining them that way. Especially because I can't, I can't install for my discs anymore, and it's their fault, so I don't feel too bad about it. But, you know, like, I think they obviously have, you know, an amazing product, and I'm a testament to that because I still use this. I use it every day of my life. And a lot of people do. And there's not just me in the CS2 club. There are other devs that are in the CS2 club, like Francisco Gonzalez is also in the CS2 club. Cannot get enough of this stuff. Yeah, I'm just eyeballing this at this point, because this it didn't happen. These little leaves that I want to make. Exactly, Rook. The future TM is nice sometimes. I heard a notification. I hope I can grab it and see what that was. Oh, 9. Oh, the time is flying. Okay, so let's say 9:30. I'll show the board game thing I was going to show. But yeah, let me just address the notification. Dumbles Mickelson, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is well, I won't say this is a non-typical stream. This I'm either doing my own game art or I'll do EGAD make. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured, hey, let's get into this. See where we can go with it. Because I think when I like doing it, and I know people like seeing them because it makes you kind of imagine in your head what the whole game would have been like had it looked like this, and what would it have been like if it existed back in the day, all that kind of fun stuff. In fact, I probably will show. Come to think of it, I will show some of the stuff. Let me look on my OBS and see if I have any of them around just to quickly show. All right, let's see. Do I have? Okay, so we have the Kentucky Route 0 one. And so this is the one I did live on stream. I hope there's audio right now. Sakanakao, good to see you. Then there is this Sailor Moon one. There was a redraw Sailor Moon hashtag floating around a while back. So I could not resist that one. Then we had the Animal Crossing, which, oh no, it's not on this anymore. I did oh, that one's also not working. Okay. But where is, well, that's all I can find right now. But, yeah, so I do have a lot of fun doing those. Yeah, it's amazing. I wasn't planning on Nancy's emoji to work so well with other emojis, but yeah, it actually worked out surprisingly well. And Sakanakao, you like the gas station? Yeah, I really like that piece. I think the composition is just amazing on it, and it's a lot of fun for people like me included to imagine what that game would have been like to play it like on DOS or something. Oh, Deluxe Duck, you say it's hard to pick a favorite. You think the Kentucky Route 0 one is your favorite? If I remember, I will try to update those scenes with the proper animated GIFs, and so I can have them just on hand to easily show in case anyone ever wants to see them. Because, yeah, they're a lot of fun. Yeah, I did one for Yahtzee Crowshaw's Consuming Shadow game, which I have and really quite enjoy. He is another one who was a part of the AGS community a while back, and he made the Chisholm Mythos, which one of which, Trilby's Notes, is a text parser game, and so that was pretty inspiring to me to see that. So he is definitely one of my inspirations, and in fact, he is the inspiration for Corvus Shaw in the Crimson Diamond. That's kind of why Corvus is named that. Crowshaw, Corvus, Shaw. And it kind of looks a little bit like Yahtzee as well. And no, I don't think he particularly acts like Yahtzee Crowshaw. When I was making the game, you kind of have to make the characters look a certain way, and I don't know. It was just fun to just plug people in that I thought were cool, or people that I was inspired by who did a lot in AGS. Made me feel like I could do it too. Oh, DNA Beach, you like the font in the gas station, Equus Oils? Yeah, I had to make that a little bit bigger for that to work in the 1x1 pixel type of thing, for sure. Oh, DNA Beach, you have to keep and watch you do improv once? That's awesome. I think you mentioned that before, but I like hearing it. I think it's fantastic, and I would say it a lot if that was me. In fact, if you play the Crimson Diamond demo and you open the newspaper, which you have to do just by the text parser, because the inventory window just will let you do examine and look, not any other type of interaction. If you open the newspaper, there are ads inside that are tributes to some other people that I really enjoy their stuff. There's a Francisco and Ben Chandler, who worked with Dave Gilbert on stuff, and they have a podcast called Blue Cup Tools, which is really cool. There is an ad for Francis and Ben's Franks and Beans or something I put in there, as well as some other people like Bacter. Bacter is a streamer who I did a Hugo's House of Horrors stream with like 5 years ago or something ridiculous, and I did put it up on YouTube for Halloween, but apparently the audio stops working 40 minutes in, which I'm kind of sad about. But I had a lot of fun doing that because David P. Gray and Hugo's House of Horrors particularly is a huge influence for me. And so it was really nice to be able to hang out with Skippy online and just go through all 3 games. And Skippy Granola, I think he's still streaming on. I was gonna say twitching on stream. He's still streaming on Twitch occasionally. So I don't know if you could find him when he's there. But he is a really good streamer. He was really good to just chat with. He's one of those people who's really good at talking and being interesting without really trying. That's just how he is. So that's why he is mentioned in the newspaper in the Crimson Diamond. Bacter as well. Bacter did some amazing Let's Plays of the Colonel's Bequest, a multi-part series on the Colonel's Bequest, and the Dagger of Amon-Ra. So I think he's fantastic, so he gets a mention in the little newspaper too. And I believe I put Ms. Bundafund as well. And Ms. Bundafund, Skippy Granola, and Bacter did a legendary, for me, Laura Bow, Dagger of Amon-Ra, bro-op, where they all kind of weighed in while they were playing it. And it was lovely, and I've watched it multiple times. Yeah, DNA Beast, don't worry. Like I said, I'm old and forgetful too. So I don't mind hearing the same cool stories again. Because some people here haven't heard that story. And I repeat myself a lot on streams because I know, some people here might not have been to stream before. So I do repeat myself. And, yeah. It is super cool. And what was the context there? Like, was it in America, Australia, or... Oh, Edenwaith, the Blue Cup Tools. Let me just double check on. I think it's on podcasts like Apple, iTunes, and stuff. I'm gonna double check the exact name. They've not done one in a while, I think, but there's like a library of them that you can enjoy. It's Ben Chandler, who did the artwork for, Shard Light, for Unavowed, and a bunch of other Wadjet games. And Francisco Gonzalez, who did Lamplight City. It is called... Why is it not here? It's called Blue Cup Tools, because the logo for Adventure Game Studio is a blue cup. So I don't know if it might not be on Apple iTunes, but I know it's on it's online somewhere. You can find it. Oh yeah, Roke. The Hugo games were really terrible to figure out. Some of it was pretty unfair. But what I really like about Hugo, and I was mentioning this on Twitter somewhere, was the great thing about Hugo was it was a lot of people's first experience with adventure games because it would be on those shareware CDs and collections, and so even if you had no intention of trying an adventure game, here was one with the rest of the games on the CD, and so there's no reason not to try it, and so many people know those games. And here's another story that I'll tell again that I've told before. When I was showing the game at EGLX here in Toronto and showing it at Adventure X, one of the first things I would ask people when we were talking about the Crimson Diamond is, well, does this remind you of any particular game you've played before? and I got a lot of answers. And one of the surprisingly common answers was Hugo's House of Horrors, and I thought that was fantastic. Just amazing that so many people have played those games. And sometimes it's hard for on the internet to appreciate that until you actually see people in real life talk about them and say that they have these fond memories. So you really feel that you're not alone in liking those things. Yes, twitching on stream, exactly, Shakhtar. I have trouble. I sometimes call it Stitch or Switch, streaming on Twitch, streaming on Stitch. Yeah. Okay. What do we got? Jantic, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're being chill. We're gonna see where this takes us. And yeah, on the stream talking about Hugo, he is David P. Gray is a UK. He worked on missile defense systems, and he just loved games so much he decided he wanted to make that a career. And he saw Leisure Suit Larry 1 and thought to himself, hey, I think I could do that. And he saw the credits for Leisure Suit Larry, and he thought to himself, that's so many people to make, a game. I think I could do it all by myself. And so he did, and that attitude of can do is another thing I find really super inspiring about him. And yeah, he made a living. He could stop, designing missile defense systems. He could make adventure games or puzzle games or whatever. And yeah, he didn't let anything stop him, really. I mean, he was not an artist, but everyone loves, well, I don't know if everyone loves, but I love the Hugo art. I think it's really charming. And especially like low res art, you can get away with a lot, and I say that from experience. I don't think I would make a game at a higher resolution than 320 by 200 EGA colors, although I am tempted to make something at a lower resolution with fewer colors. Yeah, exactly. Twitching on stream is what you do when you're streaming on Twitch. Okay, DNA Beast. His hometown was Brisbane, Australia. Well, yeah, he lived there for quite some time, yeah. Oh, cool. Okay, he was dating a girl, and that girl's sister was doing improv with you. Nice. Sting 1, gotta stop being lazy, going to the Combini and buying some lunch. We'll be back in a bit if you're still streaming. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be. We're gonna see where the night takes us. Usually we stream it until about midnight Eastern. So it's actually, we usually stream about 3 or 4 hours, but we shall see. We shall see if I completely finish this in like 3 hours or something. But yeah, we tend to go long. So enjoy the Combini. I really want to visit Japanese Combini. Yeah. I know they have amazing food. I'm jealous. I want to go back to Japan. And I have family there too. My mom's side. So it'd be good to see them. Oh, Eden With, you're hoping to get into more EG art in the style of Sierra AGI games? Yeah, blocking enough for your nascent art skills? I really want to try the SCI. I want to try the SCI style. I mean, the AGI style. I really do. I really like it as a style. So I want to do that. I want to do something in CGA would be fun, I think. I've only done one piece of art in CGA, and I really enjoyed it. So I would love to do more of that. And I don't know, you guys probably, people regular to the stream might know that I did a piece for Sean Baby from the internet, who used to write for Cracked, and him and his friend and co-writer Robert Brockway and David Wong, Jason Pargin, who wrote John Dies at the End, also writes on their humor site. And so they've got this Patreon humor site called 1900 Hot Dog, which I can link because I don't think I've gotten rid of that one yet. But yeah, Sean Baby and Brockway and David Wong are they write on this, as well as another writer they have called, her name is Lydia Bug. So they've got this Patreon humor site. Sometimes their articles are free, and they're all amazing. And they also have a podcast called The Dog Zone, of which I think there's 4 episodes so far. And so yeah, I got to do a piece for them for their 7-month Patreon humor site in anniversary. And I got to do a piece in CGA, which I'd never got to do before. And it was so fun. It was such a treat to do. And another part of the treat was the fact that I could read, I had to feature kind of like 25 points of interest in the piece of art for 25 of their best articles from the 7 months that they've been around. And it's just a treat to read Sean Baby's writing, because he's one of those humorists on the internet that actually is really good. He's really good at writing. And the subjects he picks are really good. So, if any, I mean, it's a Patreon that I'm really tempted to be on, because the writing is so good. And I had a passing thought for it, that I was thinking if I could maybe finagle like a lifetime Patreon subscription to their humor site for doing the job, but I felt like that was overstepping, so I didn't ask. Oh, Ashakta Gold Rush. I think Gold Rush has the best Sierra AGI graphics. 100%. That game is stunning. And 160 by 200. Yep. Yep. Gold Rush for me, and then of course for 320 by 200 Sierra SCI game for me, the Colonel's Bequest, and of course Quest for Glory 2 as well. Both of those games. Wow, that eye got maybe, oh yeah, it was obliterated when I did the sword. That's what happened. So, oh, interesting. Yeah, so the eye's actually that big. But yeah, I don't think I'll ever do like a VGA game. I don't think that's in the cards for me. It's going to be EGA or CGA, or SCI or AGI. That's what I'm into, for real. I don't know. It just makes me happy. And when I hear people on Twitter, or when I see them meet them in person, and their eyes just light up, that's what I live for that. When I see that reaction, it's we're all in the same place when we have that same reaction. Oh, Roke. So what we're looking at, yeah. I mean, it's probably a good time to take a step back. This game is Hades by Supergiant Games, and I have not played it, but I think it is so beautiful. The art is amazing. Oh, Amberzine! Holy cow! Amberzine, thank you for gifting those subs. Thank you. That's amazing. You guys are awesome. Yeah, Andrew Great 26. Yeah, AGI. I would love to see an AGI game. So when you get started on that, you let us know, because I think there's a lot of people who would be interested here. Yeah, Mouse Miss, I agree with you. I also like some of the VGA games where backgrounds have been painted on paper and scanned. That's one thing that I wish, like EGA, it doesn't really happen that way for EGA, but VGA, I also love hand-painted backgrounds, because then you've got a physical thing that it does exist. And so I do really like that too. I agree. Even if you hear that from coworkers that Hades is addicting, I hear the same thing. I mean, everyone is just going completely nuts about it. So I'm super curious. Hey, DNA Beast, is it too early to do an AGI demake of Crimson Diamond? Yes, it is way too early, but I would at least like to do an AGI demake of maybe one room or something. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, Supergiant also published Bastion and Transistor, and apparently I haven't played either of those, but I know as a rule, Supergiant Games has amazing art. And as an artist by training, I have a huge weakness for that, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see all this looks untidy, and every time I can make it be tidy, I don't know, I'm kind of cleaning those counters, getting rid of all those crumbs. Oh, interesting, Roke. They're pretty great with audio integration, setting a tone for the game worlds. Ooh, maybe I should tell Dan about that. Yeah, I'm hoping Dan. I should keep this as a a marker for where the lighting is, because there's some point lighting on the skulls here, so I don't want to lose that location. So I'll keep those where they are. But yeah, I should get Dan on that. Dan is also working on, well, he has worked on Empire of Sin with Brenda and John Romero, which is set to launch December 1st. So that is awesome. Dan, his first two games, well, his first game is Empire of Sin with Brenda and John Romero. His second game is Crimson Diamond. I feel really lucky to have Dan work on the music with me. And I hope he can get more work doing game art, for sure. Let's see, what time is it? 9:30. So 9:45 will show the artwork that I was going to show you guys. Yeah, Roke, I feel like I've not played any of their games, but it seems like it's in one of those places where everything they do just is awesome. I feel the same as well with like Panic. They did what were the two games that Panic is best known for? They did Untitled Goose Game, and they did another game, and both games were like smash hits. I don't know, it seems like some places, yeah, they have like the magic touch or something. Oh, Roke, thanks for dropping by. Have a wonderful evening too. Yeah, no, it's always good to see you. I like to see familiar faces, or familiar handles, I guess, what it's called, because I work at CB Radio. I don't. It is nice though. DNA Beast is asking if I have an opinion on the subject of the most unfair adventure game or puzzle ever. I'm gonna have to think about it, but my first reaction right off the bat is, well, I don't know if it's unfair necessarily, but mazes, and mazes where the cardinal directions get turned around depending on what direction you went into the room. Like, it doesn't stay consistent where north is the top of the screen and west is to the left and east is to the right. I really don't like mazes. So it's not really unfair. It's just time consuming. But I'll have to think about it more in terms of unfairness. Oh yeah, and Mouse Mist, yeah, timers, yeah, and timers I don't like timers either. You know what? I amend. I know it's only been like 2 seconds, but I amend my answer to timer-based puzzles for sure. It's absolutely it's absolutely my kryptonite. I hate being rushed in everything. I like being able to take my own time. So that's one of the reasons I've kind of gravitated toward adventure games and gravitated toward role-playing games, like turn-based role-playing games, because I can't with the fast decision making. I've never been someone who is good at like fast decision making in real life or in games, so that stress is really not welcome. Sakana Cow, Freddy Farkas had 2 really terrible puzzles in your opinion? Like do you mean like the medicine ones? Which ones did you not like in Freddy Farkas? I kind of like the gas mask one, but I've only played. Have I even played all the way through the game? I don't remember if I just watched someone play it. I'm getting to the point where I can't remember if I watched someone do something or if I did it myself. Maybe I never played that one. Oh, you didn't like... Okay, you like the pharmacy parts, but you didn't like the gas mask. I don't actually remember what was in the gas mask part. You're stuck with shades. You're stuck in beneath the still sky for a couple of years. Couldn't figure out what to do. The game isn't even that hard. Oh, Sakana Kao, yeah, I don't like it when you try items in the wrong order. They don't work, with no hint that they could work. That's kind of how I felt about the ending to Broken Age. Because I knew what I wanted to do, but you had to do them in a specific order, and if you didn't do them in this specific order, then the whole thing reset. I did not like that. Oh. The other bad one in Freddy Farkas is the point where you had to go onto the roof of the swing and jump onto the seesaw. Oh, Duck Crusade is a puzzle involving a dog. I'm sure I definitely played Beneath the Still Sky because it's free on GOG, so there's no reason why anyone shouldn't play it. Yeah, when stuff wanders around and you have to get the timing right. Is that the one? I think. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of memories about puzzles that were really unfair and being frustrated with them, because the second I got frustrated with them, I just went to a walkthrough. I wouldn't let myself get bothered by them. I don't have the patience to just be stuck. And if I was stuck back in the day, I would just give up, I guess. I don't think I finished any game without a walkthrough ever. Well, any adventure game. Lure a dog and pool puzzle. Oh, Deluxe Tux Deponia 2's lightning puzzle. I haven't played Deponia 2. I haven't played any Deponias actually. Yeah, it's weird because I feel like everyone has played more games than I have. I don't know. Because I didn't grow up with a console, and I don't play a lot of different games, and now when I have a lot of games, I just don't play anything either. And I need to, even now, I mean, I feel like I try to play more games, but only for research almost, or if they're my friends' games, and I feel like I have to play these because I want to support my friends. So it's not even expressly for recreation. It's more like information gathering, which I feel like I can make anything not fun. Oh, cool. Sakanako, you say that Freddy Farkas hint book was fun to read through? Yeah, I had a King's Quest Companion, Volume 2, that was really good because it had, the puzzles and everything, and it had also like a novelized version of the puzzles almost, where it made it like a story, which was cool. I really liked that book. I used to read it over and over again. So that was another example of finishing those games only because I had the walkthrough, the companion book. Otherwise, it would never have happened. Exactly, even with research. Oh wow, Deluxe Cut Tux, you never played an adventure game until 2018? Oh good, so actually what I want to know, Deluxe Tux, is yeah, so as a newcomer to adventure games, um, what do you think, how do you feel about that genre and those, especially the older games? That's fascinating. And Saknakao, yeah, that is definitely a thing where in the era of piracy, they deliberately put in you feel like they deliberately put in points at which they would get the alternative revenue through hint books. Yeah, like Al Lowe has said before that that's exactly what they would do. They would they made more money on the hint books for Leisure Suit Larry than they made on the game. He said something crazy like that. Oh, I'm missing a part of this jaw. Oh. Oh. Oh, Anna, good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, we're working in on these skulls, just kind of eyeballing them. Um, it's going pretty well. I think after this last skull, I'm gonna go back to, I think his name is Zagreus. Work on that shoulder that he's got there. Yeah, it's fun to get in there a little bit. Like it's not perfect for sure. I mean, I'll go in and fix stuff later. In fact, I say this and I want to go in and fix the eyeball of this middle skull because I can already tell it's not as dark as I'd like it to be. So I'm just gonna go in and do that. And Ello wrote, Edenway says Ello wrote some of the King's Quest hint books, and he did some gag hints. That's fun. Yeah, that's already better. And these colors aren't final either. I can see myself doing some adjustments on these, and actually looking here, I feel like I want the light on this part of the eye to be bigger. Yeah. So sometimes you definitely do need to take a step back. And we haven't even considered the dithering yet. We're far from that. Oh, I know, Mouse. Oh, you said it exactly the same time I did. I wasn't even looking. Yeah. No, yeah, the dithering is the icing on the cake. We need to have the shapes and the values working before we start doing any of that. Because I do think that it should work as solid colors before you get into those other things. Yeah, here we go. I think this needs to be brought down more. Yeah, there's a lot of this that is just being eyeballed at this point. Shakhtar, thank you for coming to stream. Have a really good night. Alright, it's about 9:45 now, so let's switch it up, and I'm going to show the project that I've been talking about a little bit. Where is it? Let's get there. Okay. So these cards are cards I made for a game that I kind of like redid. The game is called Penguin Ultimatum, and I think it was published by a pretty small publisher. This little board game. Hold on, let me take a look and see if I can even find it anywhere. I was going to do this beforehand and I just completely forgot. Penguin Ultimatum. It's about penguins having a party, and it's really cute. Ultimatum. Yes, okay, so it is in Board Game Geek. Card laying game. Right, so my sister and I really, really liked this game, so I decided I was going to do my own version of it. Yes, Penguin Ultimatum. Oh wow, okay, so Deluxe Tux says, you had maybe played an adventure game here and there, but never played a LucasArts or Sierra. Techno Babylon was the one that made you start following devs on Twitter. That's amazing that you came to them like that. Wow. So you went back to playing old Sierras. You're enjoying the art, but the gameplay is truly unforgiving. Absolutely. Okay, so here are some of the cards for this Penguin game. So the cards had different values, I think from 1 to 5. And they were different suits, I guess. So I forget completely how to play this game now. But there's different activities. There's music and juggling and, different kinds of entertainment because you have this penguin party. Then there are also kangaroo. I can't remember anything about this game now, but there are dots on the cards, the kangaroo cards, and that's important for some reason. So what we have here is also polar bears. There's a Jerry Garcia polar bear. I believe that is a Marlene Dietrich polar kangaroo in the upper right, and kind of a Joni Mitchell, second from the right. I don't know. What do we have next? Oh, yeah, so there's a Dolly Parton sheep, top left. That's you on the bottom left? The bear juggling? I don't think they're all supposed to be specifically anybody, but I do know the top left is definitely Dolly Parton sheep. Second from the left is definitely Eliza Minnelli. What's the thing called? You know the one. Eliza Minnelli in. Anyway, something. I don't think the other sheep are anyone. I don't think any of the seals are anyone. Cabaret. Thank you, Sakaneko. Yes, Eliza Minnelli Cabaret sheep. And so these are different kinds of entertainment when you hold this penguin party. And here are the card backs. So it's sort of a collage of different characters. You like Anna likes Liza Minnelli from The Rink, but nobody seems to know about that one. I don't know that one either. Here are there's I guess there were two different cards. So this is the card backs for the penguins, lining up for the party. And I made it. Well, I had a tin on hand that I painted with the characters. Dark Shades, how do you play this game? I don't remember. But if you go to Board Game Geek and you look up the Penguin Ultimatum, you should be able to find the game with its original art. And you might be able to see why I kind of wanted to do a redone version for myself and for my sister. And this was like 10 years ago. So ages 10 plus, 2 to 4, and about 15 minutes. It's a short game. And here's the cover. So all the cards, and I made an instruction booklet and everything to fit in this box. And it's got like little tokens that I also made. So here's Penguin Ultimatum. And there are tokens those are invitation tokens, I believe. Sakanako, you heard Cabaret 100 times before you ever saw it. Oh, you played trombone in high school. I've never seen Cabaret. And I played the flute. I played the flute in middle school, grade 7 and grade 8. And here are the tokens up close. I think I made these out of that air dry clay and painted them. And you can see I have the whole thing. There was a little pouch I happened to have, and the tokens, the cards fit, the instructions. I put the instructions on a little fold-out thing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to put together, and I don't think we've played it in like years and years and years and years. But it was a fun thing to do. There's all the components. There's even a scorecard as well, a bunch of other little things. And I bought one of those rounded corner punches to make the cards have rounded corners, so you can kind of see that here. And I actually got a linen texture, so it's actually a lot like regular playing cards with this special kind of linen texture on them, cardstock. So I got those printed up, laser color printed, I think. I don't think I printed these myself. 10 years ago. Anyway, so yeah, that's the whole deck. And you can even see with these cards, I used restricted color palettes for them. And even at that time, that's always kind of how I've designed stuff. It's my natural inclination to do that. Oh, good, it's Anna. Oh, you have one too. What do you use yours for, Anna? Your rounded corner punch. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I could do a Kickstarter for that because it's not really my game design. It was only just a personal usage thing. But yeah, fun times. It's fun to make stuff like this. So that's that. And I'm gonna get back to Control 4. This one. See how we're going. Yeah, and well, I might just do these olive leaves that are on either side of the skull too. But I like to just follow the design all the way down. So maybe I will do that. And I can see, just when I look at this from afar, I can see that the red in the eye of the skull to the right is not really catchy enough, so I'm gonna just get in with some of that light red. Just a little bit. Couple pixels, and maybe 1, 2. Nope. Here. There we go. Yes, I have a great big mug today. Oh, you made oversized square maple and walnut coasters that would fit that mug perfectly. Oh my goodness, Anna, yeah, your coasters. Actually, let's go back to Big Me just really quick. Because Anna is amazing. She has runs her own business as a wood finishing workshop. And she made these amazing coasters. So you can look how beautiful this finish is. And it's heat resistant. It's got a heat resistant resin on it, I believe. And look at this beautiful, I was told this is called a live edge. So it's actually the bark as it is. It kind of looks like roast beef right now, doesn't it? Like a piece of prime rib. But it is, so you get this beautiful bark texture and this beautiful fruit wood, I believe. I don't remember if we actually said specifically what type of wood this was, but it's great because what Anna does is this is wood that would have gone in the garbage or something, and what she's done is she's made these beautiful, functional pieces, completely unique. Yeah, with stuff that would have been thrown away. So I totally, Anna, you do beautiful work. Deluxe Tux, exactly. When I saw that she was saying maple and walnut, I immediately had that same reaction. But yeah. So I bought a set of, I think, 3 or 4 of these from Anna when I did visit her. Because she's also in Canada. And when I was in her neck of the woods, we got to hang out for a bit, and it was beautiful. And I hope we could do that sometime again, Anna. That was good times. That was last year. Actually, another thing. One more maple thing. It's just right over here. Hold on. I'm going to grab it. Speaking of maple and Anna. Oh, yes, you plan on coming to Toronto. Sweet. Yeah, so this is another Anna original. So her neighbor Steve, Anna's friend Steve, hand carved these maple leaf pendants, and then Anna finished them to this, again, the same beautiful smooth finish as the coasters. And this is, of course, it's a maple leaf, and of course it's made from maple, so I love it. We actually, so I think on the Halloween spooky stream I mentioned that Anna and I bartered. So I made Anna an EGA portrait, and I bartered with her an EGA portrait for this beautiful hand-carved, hand-finished maple leaf. Yes. So I think we were both very happy with that arrangement. Oh, good. Anna, you went to the Rockhound shop today with Jacob, and they have some cool new stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Anna and I, we went to this beautiful rock shop when I went out to see her. Yeah, Anna, I gotta say, out of all the EGA portraits I've done, yours might be my favorite that I've done, because I think it's, you look great in it. It was a great photo you sent me, and it looks so much like a Larry girl that I love it. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got to do that. Okay, so yes, we're going to finish off the skull, and I might continue moving down to the leaves. So let's just get in there. Yep, leisure suit Larry style portraits. And I said this on the Halloween stream, that it's funny because the portrait I did of myself, I spent the least amount of time over versus any other portrait I've ever done. And I feel like I should go back and fix mine, but it's fine. It does the trick. But the EGA portraits is another kind of example of when you see something in EGA, or when I do anyway, then I immediately start, thinking of what its context would have been. And it's just so much fun to imagine, yourself in an EGA adventure game as a character portrait or something. So. Oh, Hannah, you love mine and Josh's and Marina's as well. Yeah, I think Josh's one I like too. I think I did a really good rendering of his hair. So yeah, I like Josh's too. Yeah. And I think I will get back to doing more of those eventually. It just, right now I'm trying to buckle down and get this thing done. But pixel art in general, yeah, I enjoy doing it, so I would like to continue doing commissions here. Oh yeah, and I got kind of like sidetracked, but the postcards I showed earlier, what I do is I have a Patreon, and so my $5 tier patrons, what I do sometimes is well, first of all, they get an annual holiday card that I print up, and I write a little note and stuff. And if I have leftover postcards hanging around, I'd like to send them to them as well, just as a thank you. So that's what I've been doing with them, because I would be giving them out at events, but that's not happening. Oh, Anna is asking, am I still only doing this primarily for my career, or are you doing any illustration jobs? I'm hoping to do mostly the game dev stuff, but that remains to be seen if it's possible for me to do. I would like that to be the case, but I will pick up the odd illustration job if it's something that I just can't resist, that I think would be a lot of fun. Something like that. For instance, the Sean Baby piece, it was something where, I've been a fan of Sean's for a really long time, and I've really enjoyed Cracked back in the day, and so what he wanted was something I wanted to do, and a lot of things kind of have to fit together for that to happen, I think. Although I think I'm probably, in terms of doing commissions, I would definitely do pixel art and not like illustration stuff, because the pixel art is a lot easier for me to do. So if I was going to do illustration, it would be probably more pixel art. Yeah, I mean, well, and hopefully I can keep, picking and choosing what I'd like to do. I'm doing that right now because I feel like I want to focus on making the game. But after that, we'll see what happens with the game. And we'll see if I need to be less picky, or if I need to maybe do some more illustration or something. We'll see. I'm really trying to give the game the best possible chance it has of doing well, but I know that it's not really under my control. But whatever happens, I can say that, I did put the time in not just making it, but trying to get the word out and stuff. Yes, eating with, when eating becomes a requirement in life. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you gotta eat, But I've already kind of, when I started to do the Crimson Diamond full time in October 2018, I decided that I was going to focus on it, and not take jobs on unless I really wanted to, because I knew I wanted to focus on finishing this first. It's my priority. Well, not this, not the Hades piece, but finishing the Crimson Diamond was my priority. So I knew that I was gonna, I had savings, I still have savings to live off of and not have to worry about taking too much work unless I really wanted to take on the work. And so that's kind of also, you know, I want to finish this game next year. That would be really good. Because yeah, I do side gigs here and there, and I do a bit of graphic design work, which is good for a little bit of money every month and that type of thing. So I do just fine. It's just a matter of, you know, I wouldn't spend my money willy-nilly. And especially now that there are no events, then there's not really anything for me to spend money on besides trying to upgrade my machine, which we already tried to do that, and that didn't work out. Oh my gosh, Anna, the race is on, which will be finished, my game or your kitchen. We both started around the same time. Oh my goodness. That's kind of funny to think about. We will see. Time will tell. Oh, eating with you tried Soylent once. Sting1_JP. So what did you end up getting at the kombini? Nani o kaimashita? Nani o kaimashita ka? Kombini de. Yeah, I've tried eating with. I have tried Spam, but it's really salty. It's incredibly salty. It's not my taste. And yeah, it's so Sting, you work at Capcom Japan then, I guess? You know, it's because sometimes I listen to, I haven't done this in a while, but listening to RPG podcasts and stuff, and people who work in games media who either work in Japan or cover Japanese stuff or interview Japanese developers, they say that, the way they learned Japanese was from playing imported games that hadn't been translated yet. And that's so cool that they were able to dedicate themselves to learning a whole language based on how much they loved games. So I think that's really inspiring. Oh, Mouse, you ordered a big box of Spam before the lockdowns as a precaution? Yeah, I could consider Spam a precaution. And you also have to be really motivated to eat it. Yeah, exactly. And I think you were on the right track with making a sandwich with mayonnaise. That would kind of cut the saltiness. So Sting, let's see, went with frozen pizza. Interesting. The main building in Osaka. Nice. Oh, so jealous. The food, I see all these shows with Japanese food in it, and it always looks incredible. Oh, wow. Anna, your mom is reading Hackers. She's really enjoying it, huh? And as you're reading Ken's book. Any insight in Ken's book? I never saw Hackers. Oh yeah, Eating with wants to know Hackers from Stephen Levy. Okay, my initial instinct when Anna said Hackers was bizarrely the novelization of that movie with Angelina Jolie in it, which probably isn't what she means, but that's what I thought of. Okay, Anna, so it's not the novelization of the 90s movie Hackers. It is actually the book Hackers by Stephen Levy, which I'm kind of interested in too. And the Ken book is good? And the pictures are good? Huh. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of a really amazing the reappearance of Ken and Roberta Williams that has happened recently. You know, who would have thought? Okay, in the book, Levy talks about the rise of hacker culture. He bought the book because of the third section called the Sierras. It describes the early days of Sierra and other game companies. Huh. Nice. I feel like I read a book co-written. This is like in high school, ages ago. I read a book called Accidental Empires. And I feel like it was co-written by someone called Stephen Levy and somebody else, but I don't remember. And I don't have the book anymore. I lent it to my math teacher, and I never got it back. I just forgot about it, I think, and I think so did he. But that was really good. It was really memorable. It talked about, yeah, like the early days of a lot of those companies. Oh, yes, and David Hom is back online as well in CGG. Yeah, it's cool. David Hom is the one who was the actor in Phantasmagoria, Anna, I'm pretty sure. Is that the case? It does kind of feel like a piece of history. You know, for us, it's like our living history. Yes, okay, cool, yeah. I do like to see that. And what I'm always amazed at when, you know, those people get interviewed or just in conversation, how much they remember. Because I think about myself and how bad my memory is, and I'm thinking, if anyone is going to ever come to me in, you know, 30 years and ask me questions, specific questions like that, I'm not going to have answers like that. I'm just going to say, I don't remember. But a lot of them are such wonderful storytellers, and they retain so much. Hey, Over the Treetops, good to see you. Has anyone seen Halt and Catch Fire? I don't know that one. Oh, Eden Waith, you're playing Phantasmagoria 2. Huh. Yeah, I've never played those ones. The only thing I remember enjoying about Phantasmagoria 1 was the epic, like, Gregorian choral chant that they had in the... There was like a commercial almost on a CD, I feel like, somewhere, and I thought the song was amazing. And I still think that song is amazing that they had. But I actually haven't played... I don't think I've ever really played an FMV, so I don't know that one. I think I've had more fun watching people play them. Oh, nice. Ambrosine knows Halt and Catch Fire, and it's really good. I love learning about more things. Oh, thank you, Anna. You're saying I'm multitasking here as well as your Sims do in Sims 4, which is extremely well. Thank you. Yeah, I realized that when I was doing the spooky stream on Halloween that I'm actually able to use my keyboard shortcuts in Photoshop without looking because it was really dark when I was doing the Halloween stream because I was trying to keep it spooky, and and I could not see the keyboard at all, which was fine actually. I didn't have any issue, which was nice to know that I've reached that point in my like Jedi training where I can have the blast shield down. Yep, the keyboard. I'm one with the keyboard. It's muscle memory. uh, See how we're doing here. Yep, here come the leaves. Now, of course, I'm going to want to do the other side leaves. And also the bit in the archway needs to be redone. But hey, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. And this is all, like I said, this is just an eyeballing type of first pass. I hope to get into some of this stuff and really figure it out. Oh, well, Deluxe Talks, you're saying in Phantasmagoria 1, you were genuinely shocked by how graphic some of the scenes were. And it was definitely all Roberto's vision, Anna says. It's just wild that a chick was so hardcore. Oh, you know what? He's got these spikes that I'm going to need to figure out. Roberto is definitely a pioneer. It's funny because on your CGG interview that you and Rick did, and Rick and Paul did with Ken and Roberta Williams, they actually seemed genuinely puzzled why anyone would want to play old style adventure games anymore. And I thought that was kind of funny. They were amazed that it exists as a thing anymore. Which is kind of funny considering that they were such a big part of that. And here is the song that used to be the opening Crimson Diamond theme. It was a placeholder Crimson Diamond theme until Dan composed a beautiful original piece. So it was kind of like a demo version that Dan knew about, and then took that and all the other influences I told him about for the song and just came up with something that's completely amazing. I said, you know, we want Canadian folk tune feel. We want like frontier, we want north, we want exploration, we want mystery a bit, we want adventure. And Dan nailed it. Yep, Dan is fantastic. Dan, I'm really lucky that he is working with me on this. Because Dan is really cool, and also Dan is a huge nerd. And both of those really work in his favor for the game. Because Dan has an incredible big box collection and loves adventure games. So he's a musician, so he's absolutely perfect to make the music for the game. He bought his own MT32 to work on it. So he's super motivated and just a really good musician. So in terms of the skill set of someone I would want to be working on the Crimson Diamond with me, Dan kind of checks all those boxes. Anna, you like to think we're a subgenre of nerds, the cool nerds in general? Cool. Hey, Mads Hatter. Oh, you had to stream? Let me shout you out. Good to see you. Welcome to stream. Yeah, Hades. I haven't played it either, but I'm in love with it already because of the art. It's amazingly stunning. Show that, Mad's Hatter. There we go. Oh, yeah, Over the Treetops, it seems like, yeah, we have a great partnership for the game. 100%. Yeah. I'll show you what we've done so far. Mad's Hatter, now that you're here. We've been working kind of on these nice skull heads. A skull head, like, what is it? Redundant. And I will show you. We've done how much we've done today. This is the progress we've done while on stream today. Oh, thank you, Matt Hatter. Yeah, I love cleaning up the stray pixels. I love getting that definition back. I love eyeballing everything and kind of making it look okay. And yeah, it's funny because yeah, I know, I don't know if Eden Waith is still hanging around, but yeah, some people they start generating these algorithms on how to do EGA art, and there's all these filters and different things you can play with when you're doing EGA art in Photoshop. But for me, like, a lot of it is I'm just gonna go in and look at the original, and then I'm gonna look at what's there and just go back in and redraw what was already there without the benefit of a filter or anything like that. I just just go for it. And I'm not saying it's perfect for sure, but you know, it's fun times. Okay, so oh, let me give a second here. Let's see. Oh no, that's one of those. That's one of those notifications that I don't have a notification for. I have no idea what that was. Sorry, guys. So whatever that was, thank you for. Which notification was that? How come I don't have a notification here? Why am I not seeing that? Was it a follow, Matt's Hatter? Little scene at dinner table. I don't remember what I made that. A host. Thank you for the host. I don't know why that's not showing in my activity feed, but thank you for the host. And whoever hosted last time, thank you for that host too. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing in my Twitch activity feed in OBS, the hosting. Apologies. But I think I don't have any, yeah, I don't have anything else to show at the moment, but I'm going to go back to them skulls. But thank you. Thanks for the host. So whenever there is a notification and I can't tell what it is, I'm just going to assume it was a host and say thanks for the host. That's the easy problem solved for that, I think. All right, let's go back to these. Oh yeah, we were working down to this archway. Yeah. Oops, to clean this all up. Yeah, good play, Mad Hatter. Yeah, just whatever it is, we'll just say that it was a good thing, whatever it was. And it really should show up in the activity feed, but, you know, I'm not going to sweat it. But I appreciate, you know, anybody coming in to come watch whatever this is we're doing here. I'm still not entirely sure. But I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. Just chatting. Let's see. This, yeah, that's going to be light. Yep. So thank you for that. Yeah, there's little runes on the sword. Like, those are a little tough. They're challenging because of the resolution we're talking. And that's another thing with the Kentucky Route 0 piece that was a bit challenging because at a certain size, you're going to have to cheat a little bit. Which is fine. It's all fine. Oh, yeah. That's fun. Oh, that's the shadow for that. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna get in here. It should also be gray. Yep. The rune system in D8 Origins. I have not. Yeah, I have never played. I guess that's Dragon Age. Another one I haven't played. Like I said, my most current played game right now is Return of the Obra Dinn, which is like 2 years old. I'm not hip with what the kids are up to nowadays. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been, so I can just leave it at that. Ooh, the Canadian national anthem. Sweet. And yeah, Obra Dinn, I am like totally in love with that game. It's exactly my thing that I want. You know, literally time does not pass until you want it to pass. Time is standing still. And that's what I like. And the art is incredible. It's 3D, but it's okay because it's so good. And it's a mystery. So it's like hitting all the buttons for me. Yeah. And the game design is crazy too. There's nothing there's nothing that I don't admire about Obra Dinn. Let's go back to this side. Do the same thing on this side. And stuff like Obra Dinn is kind of why I want to, when I'm, after I've launched Crimson Diamond, I would like to take a programming course and learn more tools, more programming, because while I'm confident that I can finish Crimson Diamond on the programming that I know right now, my programming skill is so basic that I feel like if I had more tools at my disposal, maybe I could be more creative in that way too. I don't know if that's true. Maybe not, because I certainly love adventure games, and I've already have an idea for the next adventure game I want to make. But I wonder if my creativity will be affected by knowing how to do more stuff. Or, maybe it's better to just work from something that's very restricted, because that's kind of where I'm coming from anyway. Just about every kind of art that I do is the palette's restricted or some other restriction. Even when I was doing illustration, the stuff that the client would want would be another set of restrictions, and I actually enjoy that part of it. So I don't know. We'll see. It's never bad to know more. Yeah, basic but not basic, exactly, Anna. Probably like some version of C or something, Something. But hopefully, like with real languages, when you learn more of a language, programming language, then it makes the next one easier to learn. I have a feeling that's the case, so we'll see. It's not turning out too badly, I think. What do we got? Something else that I've been watching recently, not just Deadwood, is His Dark Materials, which were amazing books and a disappointing movie, but the TV show is pretty good, I gotta say. The the acting is very nice. The actress they got from Mrs. Coulter is doing an incredible job. She's terrifying, which she should be. So. Oh, good, Mads Hatter. You also like His Dark Materials? It is. It's good. It is really good. And yeah, Mrs. Coulter is as scary as she should be. It's like magical, really, how scary that woman can be on that show. I've only seen the first couple episodes, although I have read the books, and I do really like the books. Yep, Mads Hatter, exactly. Miss Coulter is captivating, and she's like a special effect all on her own. That's how good she is. I recommend that to anyone. I forget where like you can watch it from, but it's and of course it looks like they're filming in a lot of real places, Oxford, etc. So you get beautiful architecture too. So, and it was one of those things where when I saw the movie, I was so jazzed for the Golden Compass His Dark Materials movie because I saw that Nicole Kidman was going to be Miss Coulter, and I thought that was going to be amazing and perfect. And Daniel Craig as Lord Asriel was also amazing and perfect, and I was extremely excited overall. So I was very sad when, for whatever reason, the pieces did not come together. And I can't even put my finger on it. Oh, Mads Hatter, interesting. So you have not read the books. Interesting. So I'm glad you told me that. Yeah. I recommend, though, that you read the books because Philip Pullman is an incredible author. His writing is so good. It's beautiful, actually. And it was one of those books where I could not put it down for the life of me. Those books were really, really, really good. I need to reread them, actually. But yeah, when the show came around, after the getting burned on the movie, I was extremely skeptical, but I can say that they've done a really good job so far. So anyone who is on the fence, like I was, about watching His Dark Materials because you were burned by the movie, it's going to be okay. At least so far, it's been okay. Oh, Deluxe Tux, you've read the book so many times. I need to read the books again because they are amazing. What am I reading right? Oh, you know what I'm reading right now? I'm reading the last graphic novel from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's what I'm reading right now, and I love it so much too. And then that's, speaking of movies that weren't great, but the book, the source material is amazing. Yeah. It's the conclusion to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen series. And I don't know, I love it so much. That's another thing I love so much. Mads Hatter committing to the Witcher series. The books? I have not read the books. I did see the series, the TV series, and I gotta say, I was not a huge fan of The Witcher. Maybe I need to read the books or something, but it did not grab me. Maybe if I understood more what was going on or something, but I don't know. It's kind of funny how sometimes things will appeal and sometimes they won't, and there's no way of really knowing what that's going to look like until you're kind of there and you're like, I don't know why, I'm not getting anything out of this. Okay, the game was a favorite of yours. Oh, yeah, and you have heard that it's hit or miss for some people, the show? Huh. Anna, you also tried playing the game, but for whatever reason you could not walk onto target and do any attacking. Oh, yikes. Yeah, yeah, it just doesn't do it for some people. And I mean, that's just literally the law of probably the entire universe. Sometimes things don't do it for some people, do it for other people. And Deluxe Talks, you've just finished reading Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. My sister read that. I think she liked it. What do you think? That's another book that I want to read, for sure. Oh, of course, Mouse Miss. Yeah, the books were massively popular in high school in your native Poland, so you must have read them, I'm assuming. And sometimes things do take a while to hit it big. Like, look at Game of Thrones, right? Game of Thrones has been around for quite some time, and for whatever reason, it happened. Yes, you all read them. Did you have to read them in school or something? At all? What else do we have? Okay. This was before Harry Potter. Oh, wow. Okay, so that has been around a while then. Harry Potter. It's kind of amazing to me how we never know what the next kind of big thing is going to be, and then you'd think, oh, nothing's going to ever be that big ever again, and then something comes along that's even bigger than the last thing. Like something like Harry Potter, for instance. Oh, speaking of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and Alan Moore, another good one that I really enjoyed was the Watchmen TV series. Speaking of another movie that's rather divisive, or something that some people can take or leave. That's another one where I kind of went into it really skeptical. But that one actually was one of the best TV I've seen in a really long time. And at a point, I felt like it was going to be too depressing to continue watching it, but it actually is not. I thought if it's going to keep up like this for the whole thing, I don't know if I can watch it all, but it actually ends up not just being depressing. So, I don't know. Another thing I recommend. Let's see. No Dan tonight, huh? I don't get to ask him 200 times if he can do a stream next week or what. Yeah. We will see. Oh, you know what? I did bring something else. Potentially to show quick. I don't remember where I put it though. Oh yes, there it is. Okay. I do have a book, one of my favorite rock and mineral books. Maybe I'll show that at like 10:45 or something, so I can get up, so I'm not just sitting down this whole time. But yeah, I've got a nice little book. Oh. Oh my gosh. There are these little round things in this archway, and I don't. Did anyone besides me dress up for Halloween? Because I know most of us, including me, didn't leave our houses at all. But because I did the stream, wanted to do something special. I'm sorry if I'm sighing a lot. It just I don't want to do these round parts, but they're there, so I need to. It's nothing but trouble. Oh boy. Okay, after I do this little part, I'm gonna skip down to something more fun. And it's chugging a wee bit. Yeah. It's details like this that the resolution becomes a problem. That's the fun of it. I say that now. Getting kind of nervous because no one said anything in a while, and I have the feeling like something bad happened. I hope that's not the case. Am I gonna have to check Twitter or something? Because I'm getting scared. I'm literally checking Twitter right now because I'm getting a little nervous. Or is the stream down? Okay, no. We're still here. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. What's going on? Am I off? What is... Uh-oh. 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 I'm gonna restart Twitch. 'Cause I'm not seeing anything. And I will try Twitch on the computer too. What is going on? Well, I was just the chat stopped after a while, and now I can't reload the chat up on my iPad, which is how I usually follow it. But I can see over the treetops said what's wrong, and Eden was saying we see you, but I didn't see anything before then. And now I'm just trying to reload the Twitch. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sakanaka, so it's been working fine on you guys' end? Okay. Wow, okay. That's not a good look, is it? What is happening on here right now? Hold on. What on earth? Okay. Okay, restart Twitch on iPad. Yeah, I've been trying to do that and it's not doing a thing. I'm so sorry, you guys. I thought I was getting really paranoid and I thought something really awful happened or something. Oh. Okay. I thought I muted this tab. How's that? Is there still echo? I hope not. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Yeah, the chat died, and I thought maybe everyone was, no one was here, or something really bad happened, and everyone was freaking out. And now, hold on, I'm gonna just restart the iPad or something. And then on the phone as well, it's not working, so I don't know what the problem is, but hopefully we'll be back to doing some chill skulls soon. And I'm just glad. Okay, yeah, it was quiet also but also I'm not on my phone. It doesn't say I'm live, so that's a little concerning. Okay, well. Okay, I am live. Okay. Chill skulls. Chill skulls. We're gonna go back to chill skulls soon. Whew. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart the iPad. We're gonna get back to work. Maybe I can interest you in some rocks. Hold on. While we figure this out. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, back. Okay, so let's try the Twitch again. Hello, Twitch. Chill skulls, chill skulls. Let's do chill skulls. Invisible me. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so I've got this beautiful book on this DK Smithsonian book on rock and gems. And my Twitch is busted on the iPad. Oh. DK has amazing books with amazing pictures. This is a really good one. Fantastic. Although, what I'm gonna have to do, anyway, this book, even the best part about this book was I got it from BMV, which is a discount bookstore here in Canada, for $13. And it retails at $28 in Canada. It's fantastic. So, killed some time, but what the heck? I can't. What is a chill skull? Yes, I guess they're all pretty chill. What? Okay, so I'm having an issue. So we're gonna have to just do this all on the Surface, because the iPad is not liking me right now. So we're gonna figure this out another way. I'm going to add my chat. I'm gonna get that chat on its own separate window. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, the Canadian market for products can be brutal. Yeah, the U.S. price for that one was well, not bad, $25, $28 in Canada, not bad. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to minimize and get the chat window in its own place. Hold on. We will figure this out. Where did the chat window go? It's here. Okay. Okay. Great. Here, chat window. Okay. Chat window here. Great. Okay. Video stuttering a bit, might be internet connection having a thing, but stream continues. Okay, testing. Okay, is that showing up where it should show up? Then we can carry on. Sorry about that. Okay, good. Okay, good. So I can close that. I have my stream chat pulled out of a window, and then we're going to go back to Photoshop. Great. Keep calm pixel on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, hold on. Just going to rearrange this a little bit. Just rearrange this a little bit. Okay. It's going to look a little weird. You guys are going to be able to see your own chat, I guess, but that can't be helped. I'm going to switch back soon. Hold on. I'm just trying to rearrange everything. Okay. 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 So now we should be back on Photoshop, I'm assuming, and I've got my chat kind of in its own little box. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I know today is a bit of a weird night, just in general, and I thought that had something to do with it, but nope, it's just Twitch being its usual self. Nothing to worry about. We're all still good here, I hope. Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yes. Let's keep calm, pixel on, and ignore alien abductions. Yep. Why is this like this? There should be way more space. Yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing, you know, this is a completely normal Crimson Tuesday. And no reason to be alarmed. This is totally fine. Yeah, mouse miss. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Yes. Ignore the giant green monster terrorizing the countryside. Jolly green giant. I don't know why the ad campaign thought that that was something that would help sell vegetables. That mascot. Oh yeah, you know, that's another thing actually. About the extra smirky smile. When I saw the animated GIF, I realized that I had made him extra smirky. So we're gonna there. I think just making that the mouth 1 pixel wider is helping with that. And actually, if we maybe take his corner of his mouth and I don't know, do something. Oops, too much. There we go. Oh, Eden Waith, you're stressing out more last Tuesday because of the World Series. Who did someone win? I don't follow baseball. Did someone won, right? Or yet? Because it's a series, so I take it to understand there's multiple games being played. I know that much about baseball, but I don't know much else. LA Dodgers won. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought I saw some news saying that the Dodgers won, but I didn't know where they were from because so I just figured that's good, I guess. Good for the Dodgers. Is that good for you, Eden Waith, that the LA Dodgers won, or is that your team? Okay, Anna, yours is not stuttering. Okay, yeah, I think I don't know what the issue was. The stream chat died on the iPad and it never recovered. So now we're just gonna work it like this. Okay, so you grew up a Dodgers fan, definitely happy moment for you, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, in Toronto we don't have the benefit of happy sports. Although, you know what, the Raptors won the other time. I know that much. That was a nice time. This is annoying. After this, we're gonna work on Zagreus, I think, because oh my gosh, these little pixels. It's never gonna be perfect. Okay. You're on super latency right now, but the video is smooth. Video looks fine. Okay, the Raptors won last year. That was that. They won last year, and that was lovely. I think that was a welcome victory. So yeah, that was good. That was the best sports news that we've had in Toronto, I believe, for quite some time. So I don't know. I tried to follow Premier League soccer a little bit for a few years, and I realized it was giving me like stress in my life that I didn't really need. I'm like, why am I getting worried about this? Although it was fun to watch, but I don't know. I just picked a team, and I watched them for a while and to see which team I liked because I didn't really have any loyalties one way or the other. And I ended up, and I know people think this is not a popular choice, but well, it's not a choice that people who are fans of soccer really like. Is I picked Manchester City as the team I liked because I just liked the way they played and I liked the people on there for the most part. Because that's another thing for me. When I picked a team, I kind of based it on the kind of play that they had, but I also kind of based it on, do I like the people on the team? Do they seem like they're nice? Which is, I know, dumb, but I don't know. It kind of helped me to cheer. Anna, yeah, the only sport you really follow and cheer on is the New Jersey Devils. I remember that, Anna. Yeah, your husband. No, I did settle on Manchester City because I liked a lot of the players on Manchester City. They had a really strong defense as well, and so I played defense when I was a kid playing soccer, So I respected a really strong defense. And like James Milner was a real workhorse, and I liked David Silva because he's like a short midfielder, and I'm short, so I like that too. And yeah, none of their players really rubbed me the wrong way, except well, I wasn't crazy about the tall middle defender, but he was okay too. Ooh, interesting. Deluxe Tux, you're into curling. You follow that sport, but don't follow many sports. And high stakes games, Maximus, are fun to watch, regardless of team affiliations. Yeah, well, oh yeah, that's another thing that didn't happen this year was the Olympics. I like to watch the Olympics from time to time. Hmm. It's actually, come to think of it, that's kind of bananas that they had to reschedule the Olympics. Holy cow. Yeah, Olympics in Japan next year. That's what they're hoping. I actually am starting to doubt that now. The further we go along, I don't know, man. You guys think the Olympics are gonna happen? Yeah, exactly. It's a big we'll see. I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, let's go back to Zagreus for now. Yeah, this shoulder is the next thing that needs work. Oh, you know what? I should probably make... I'm probably going to, I think I might make his spikes yellow to kind of stand out from the rest of the gray. Alright, give me 1 second. Just... Looks like we're gonna be potentially... maybe next week is gonna be another art stream, in which case we're definitely gonna go back to the Royal Canadian Museum exterior. Just Dan is messaging me. Yeah, so it looks like Dan will not be joining us next week, but it will be more art. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully, I don't want to say finish off the Royal Canadian Museum piece, but actually, you know what, why don't I show you that as a preview. So where we are so far. So here was the start. That's where we were with the Royal Canadian Museum. Oh wow, Mousemas, you have tickets for the Olympics? Holy cow. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, okay. And so the latest version of the Royal Canadian Museum we left off on was this one? This one. Oh my gosh, yeah, Mousemas, yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, so here is the piece, the Royal Canadian Museum exterior we were working on. And I think next week we'll be working on this again. Oh wow, so Edenwaith, you were around in Salt Lake City for 2000? Oh, 2 years before the Olympics. Okay, never mind. Oh, thanks Edenwaith. Yeah, I actually, I played with it a bit off stream to add some kind of cool shadows and light coming in through the windows in the back that I imagine are there. So what we have is, we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting to a daybreak, for sure, on the exterior. It took a while to get there, but we're there. And next week, well, Tuesday, which is also today, Crimson Tuesday, we're going to maybe work on these trees, maybe. Although I kind of am not not good at trees. I don't know, maybe if I can find some time to work on this on my own just to get the trees going. Because after that, I think it's pretty much done. Anyway, maybe you can watch me struggle with drawing trees next week. Oh yeah, and eating with you like the light beam from coming out the building. Yeah, I love that little piece there. But yeah, so maybe we'll work on happy little trees next week. And maybe we can, I say finish this piece. But yeah, more EGA fun, just not like happy little Zagreus here, who I've decided we're gonna make, these are the decisions you have to make when you have 16 colors. You kind of have to, oh, you even have a Bob Ross emoji, sweet. Yeah, the decision we have to make here is we're gonna make this stuff yellow to stand out, because the gray is just getting lost completely. So we'll do that. So, and then we're going to get into this beautiful shoulder pads, or whatever this is. Ooh. Yeah. And I wonder if Francisco is doing Wild West Wednesday tomorrow. Grundislav, who's working on Rosewater currently, and just released Lamplight City for iOS, which is really cool that he got to do that. Yeah, Maximus, the art in this game is kind of amazing. It's just not even kind of, it's very super amazing. And I think I might get the opportunity to play it, which I don't think it's the kind of game that I am really usually into, so we'll see how that goes. And we're gonna, yeah, it's just, oh no. For me, the art is a huge part of this, for sure, of the appeal. Because I don't think I'd even want to try to play this if it didn't have art that I thought was amazing. Okay. There. That's good enough for now. And the lightest color, I wonder if the lightest color should be white on this or yellow. I'm going to just do it yellow for now and then maybe add some white highlights. Oh yeah, let's check the time. Ooh, 11. Well, time kind of really flew today, I found. Maybe because I'm not struggling with the trees. Anna, you say this whole day disappeared. Yeah, there are days like that, for sure. And if this year has taught me anything, is that sometimes that's okay for days to be like that, and not sweat it as much as I might have before. 'Cause yeah, it's been a bit of a year, I think. We can all agree on that. Yes, and it definitely better for mental health to get more chill about things as we get older. And Anna, Edaway says, "Don't worry, Anna. The sun will come out tomorrow." And I'll probably get a copyright claim for singing that badly, except along the perpetually cloudy Pacific coast. Yeah, I think getting chill about things has been nice about getting older, And yeah, like I said, like not being as tough on myself. I know last couple streams ago we had this whole talk about why we like getting older. Eating with you completely plan on getting grumpy and yell at the clouds and the raccoons. Oh, the raccoons. That's a sore point. Although I think our latest trash cans have been doing pretty well against the raccoons. Although I have noticed as I get older that I am less patient. And I kind of thought when you get older you're supposed to get more patient. And that I definitely am not that. So. I don't even know if I said that before. Because my memory's not good. And I can't even blame getting older. It just never has been. Yes, you know where it says one place he lived, raccoons love to raid the trash bins. It was a game where you'd hear them and go out and chase them. Yeah, we have lots of raccoons in Toronto for sure. And Anna, you do not tolerate fools as lightly as you used to. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. I got no time. What is the app with the Ankh symbol? Oh, is that showing? It's not showing on mine. The app for the Ankh symbol is, it's Exalt, which is sort of like a, I don't know how to explain this, but you know Ultima 7, I think, or Ultima 7, you can run it with Exalt, yes. And I have it all set up. I took all the time to set up the display and the music and everything exactly how I wanted it, and then I did not play it. So that's my bad, yeah. That's what happens. It's there, it's on my taskbar, so I don't forget that it's there, and I'm gonna go back to that at some point. Is it like Scum VM, in a way? I don't know. I haven't touched it in months, so I can't even begin to tell you what's going on with that. But it's really cool because it lets you set a bunch of parameters that kind of give you these quality life alternative engine for the game. Okay, good, Mousimus knows. Yeah, it kind of gives you these great quality of life improvements for playing Ultima 7, which Ultima games are games I actually never played. And the reason for that is I was either going to buy Ultima or Wizardry, and I picked Wizardry. So I didn't have any experience with Ultima games until recently, and I know they're classics, and I know, you know, they're fantastic, and I love computer role-playing games, so I got that all set up, and I do want to go back and try it, but I got distracted. Oh wow, Anna, you have a big box Apple version of the original Wizardry that you came across? And interesting enough, Brenda Romero, whom Dan worked with on Empire of Sin, worked on, I think, just about all those Wizardry games, which is amazing. And Empire of Sin is coming out, so please wishlist Empire of Sin on Steam, for sure. Yeah, and Empire of Sin looks cool. Like the stuff that you can do. I've watched a little bit of some of this. Sometimes they'll stream some of the dev stuff or some just chat or some playing through and stuff of some bits of the game. And some of the stuff they've considered when designing it is really cool. So I'm interested in it for that reason. Also, the era is pretty close to when the Crimson Diamond was set. I mean, not it's a bit later. Crimson Diamond is set in like 1914, and I think Empire of Sin is set in the 20s potentially. But yeah, it's cool because some of the music, you know, Dan was working in this very specific era for both games almost. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to keep the shoulder blade, shoulder, whatever this is, but I'm going to, yeah, put in some of this brown to knock it back, give it some dimension, because I think because this line here and the spike, it tapers, but I can't do that here in the EGA version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some of those the brown to give that impression of tapering without actually tapering. Okay, I almost called this a doggy. I know it's not a doggy, but looks like a doggy. All right. Oh, now it's okay. It's chugging a little bit. It's fine. Okay. Oh, we have an ear right here. It's cute. It is. It's kind of weird that it's a skeleton face. It's a skull of a doggy, but it's got the ears. I know they could be spikes, but they just look like doggy ears. And this song I particularly like, actually. Oh. Just check the activity feed. Asriel the Wanderer, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's we're doing something fun tonight. Something super duper relaxing. Except the part where I thought either the world had ended or everyone just left and I was doing this all by myself. But neither of those were the case, so that's good. Yeah, Asriel, yeah, we're doing this HAD make of this beautiful piece of Hades art, which I love and is kind of EGA anyway, so we've been doing that. And I can we're going to show the progress so far. Today we did this much. A couple skulls and some of the archways kind of laurel leaves, and we're getting into the doggy skull head. And the first time I worked on this, this is what it looked like after I applied all the Photoshop filters and sent the index color to just the EGA color palette. So we've cleaned up Zagreus a little bit. We did a skull head, did 2 skull heads today, and are working our way down. And it's fun times. Super fun times. I might do the same thing I did for the Animal Crossing piece. Actually, do I have that easily accessible? Because the GIF wasn't working. Do I have it? I do not have it easily accessible. I'll set it up for next time if I remember. Oh, is it here? Give me a second. Oh, art preview? Oh, here it is. Okay, yes. Okay, so I can definitely show this. Oh no, this is with all the dithers turned off. What's that? Let's see what we have. Oh, there's the GIF. What if I just open the... Can I just open the GIF? Not here. Oh yeah, I did this fun thing. But I forgot to put the dithers on. That's super weird that I would do that. I know I have the layers as... Oh, I'll just turn them on. Where? Oh, yeah, okay. Some of these were just options. I don't remember which ones I had on. So let's just turn everything on. Oh yeah, that helps. So yeah, you can see the signpost kind of thing. Yep. Oh, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Anyway, that was that one. And do I have another one? And here was Consuming Shadow. This was Yahtzee Crowshaw's game that he sold on Steam. And it's still there, I believe. It's a pretty good roguelike type of Cthulhu-themed thing. And I made an EGA version of his. So that's the other one that I couldn't show you guys. So, yeah, it's a thing I've been doing for a while. A cool children's book material. I wonder if children would be interested in it. I guess it would be like... Didn't someone's kid say something about it looking like Lego art, which is true. Okay, let's go back to the doggy skull head. And what time is it? It's time check. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go. I guess we'll do it to midnight. Although I'm surprised I didn't get as far as I thought. I thought I did the Kentucky Route 0 one on 4 hours, and this has been 4 hours nearly, and I haven't got nearly as far. I must have been better. Okay. Well, yeah, I think the Kentucky Route 0 one did not have the panic time that I had with this one. Although, yeah, chatting as well. I think there was a good amount of chatting in that other stream. But no, I like the chatting for sure. I got this. There's no deadline to this piece, really. I just wanted to do it because I thought the art was beautiful and I thought it would look really cool in EGA. So the only deadline is I want to share it on Twitter, and I can't do that until it's done. So that's the only thing. Which as deadlines go is fine. And it is chugging a little bit now, but it's okay. It's pretty cute. Oh, Maximus, I could slap a Santa hat on him and use him as Christmas cards this year. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Although all the other Christmas cards I've done have been, you know, I wish I could. The instinct is to get every bit of use out of everything. But everything else has been kind of like Nancy Maple, Crimson Diamond stuff. So I need to start thinking about what I want to do for the card, and I actually have an idea for what I want to do this year. And it's nothing huge, it's nothing super high concept or anything. It's just a fun little scene I've got in my head. And those, yeah, those are for, it's a Patreon thing that I do. But of course I post it on Twitter, and so you guys will definitely be able to see it and stuff. Okay. And I think I said at the Halloween stream that I was toying with the idea of taking a screenshot of Oberdin and making it EGA, Oberdin being black and white. But I actually think that would look horrible, and I don't think I could figure out a way to fix it. So I think I discarded that idea pretty quickly. I don't know if it's just my imagination or if it actually is chugging more than it was. But I'm gonna get through this. Okay. Let's see here. I hope you guys don't mind the silence, because I'm kind of drawing a blank on anything to say right now. I don't mind it being quiet, but as long as it doesn't make it boring. Okay, good. Again, I'm glad. Just I need to just a little confirmation that it's not boring the heck out of anybody. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good. 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 I won't ask again. We just have half an hour left, so we're gonna ride this one out. Oh, Mads, how you've been playing Spiritfarer in the background. Now that game is beautiful. And apparently super chill too. So that's another good choice. You've been harvesting your orchard. So what kind of game is that? If you had to give it a genre, what kind of game would you call that? Because I've seen reviews of it, and I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at when I watch it. It just looks really beautiful, which is probably enough. Oh, good. So it's nice to know that it's hard to even answer for someone who's been playing it. How long have you been playing it for? Not meaning to distract you. If you don't want to reply to that, then please continue your chillness, whatever you happen to be doing. This is probably the chillest stream I've done. Yeah, it's kind of chugging, which is why weird pencil marks are starting to happen. Okay, Mads Hatter says it's a really unique platformer. You kind of move in layers a lot of the time. Not sure if there's a genre name for that. Well, that's kind of exciting. It's nice when there's something new, like I said. You think, nothing's going to be as big. We're not going to have new stuff, but it still happens. And that's kind of wonderful. Animation is beautiful. You gain skills like you do in a platformer, so it opens up new abilities and new areas to discover when you have those abilities. So it's like a Metroidvania or something. Very building based too. Yeah, I love that type of kind of game. I played my fair share of Stardew Valley, and that's a little, it's a bit of a mechanic that I think really appeals. I just shifted everything. Yeah, things are chugging. Okay, let's say, let's see, it is 11:30 now. So let's say if this stream does fail, we're just gonna leave it at that, and I won't come back. Well, I will come back next Tuesday, but I won't come back this night because, yeah. It's starting to, I feel like the chugging is getting worse, and it might end up being something that ends the stream potentially. Oh. Can I even scroll up this? Okay. Okay, people have been telling you that that you'd really like it. People were pumped about new mods and updates. Interesting. So they're up, that's nice. I guess that's an example of, well, one of the many examples of how digital distribution for games has been great. The idea that you can add more content to the game after the fact. And fix it after the fact. A game I played recently, I mean, it's not, I don't know if this game even came out this year or not, but a game I played that's fairly recent is World of Horror. That was published by Ysbryd Games. World of Horror is another like 1-bit graphic looking thing. And that one is another very specific look. And they just had a content update, I believe. Ooh. Yeah. Mads had some gameplay of that one too. That one's a fun little one. It feels really good to play. I don't understand what's going on sometimes, but it kind of doesn't matter. It's good. It has a really good feel to it. And now that I've read Uzumaki, I can say that it's really good at setting that type of feeling for sure. And there's something about that messy dithering that's kind of really scary. That indistinct look that I guess Oberdin also has, but it's not really scary in Oberdin. It's something about it is really compelling. Oh wow, there are disturbing scenes in the trailer for World of Horror? I did not know that there were disturbing. I mean, the game is pretty scary, I guess. But I guess maybe they're counting on the fact that it's 1-bit color to kind of not be as scary for people. I don't know. Exactly. Yeah, it's got a very cool, because an aesthetic. And Massimo, as you say, it's like old cheap crime story magazines. Yeah, like black and white and kind of poorly reproduced. It's like tea staining an old map or something, you know. It kind of gives a whole feeling, and it's pretty compelling, I gotta say. I guess the only really negative thing I can say about digital distribution is that it's hard for games to get visibility now. But that's probably the only thing, and that's only really for developers. And I think it's nothing but a win for consumers. There's just so much choice now, and it's pretty exciting. Hey, Jim Plays Games. It's late, but you can't sleep, so here you are. How's it going? Jim, welcome to chat. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's going well. We're just doing a super chill stream. We're getting into, I'll show you the progress so far. We've been getting into these skull heads. So what we've done is 4:30 a.m. Oh, Anna, have a great night, and good luck to Jacob on that chess game for sure. Thank you for hanging out, and thank you for chatting. So Jim, let's see, I can show you what it looks like, because I've kept them in handy-dandy layers. Oh, World of Horror, yes, Panastaz, I think is the developer's name. Polish made, interesting. And Deluxe Tux, you get up at 4:30 in the morning? Ooh. So here, yeah, Jim Plays Games. So here's what we started with in terms of converting to EGA. And so first night, the spooky stream I did on Halloween, I kind of did this much. And also, I think, this skull. And then tonight, we've done the rest of these skulls pretty loosely. and this nice doggy skull head shoulder pad. So, right, it's coming along. It's coming along. I don't think we're gonna finish tonight, but got a good amount of work done on it. But yeah, I'm sorry you can't sleep. That's probably the worst. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it, Jim. Yeah, it's that lying in bed and not being able to sleep and thinking how tired you're going to be the next day because you can't sleep. That whole thing. I don't like that either. So I hope you can find a way. Okay, and Jim, you had a nap partly in the day? Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. You set your own hours so you can just sleep late. Same here. Same here. I think I've mentioned before, my typical day, I go to sleep at 4 or 3. Then I wake up at like 11 or 12 or something. Which, I don't know, that just seems... Why is this doing this now? What's going on? I don't have pressure sensitivity on, do I? Is that a thing? Anyway, I don't think that would make a difference, but yeah, I just kind of I feel really lucky that I can set my own schedule like that. Yeah, people tell you that you've missed half the day, Jim, but you tell them they missed half the night. If you like to wake up early, get a cat. Yeah, I'm not looking to wake up early, actually. Oh, that's why, because I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. And wow, Deluxe Tux, you teach every day from 7 to 2, and you have to start at 6 to prep. I know that generally speaking, you can get used to anything, I guess. You know, including a schedule like that. And of course, when I was in school, I had to wake up to get places, but I don't know, I feel like naturally my inclination is toward lateness. So I'm glad I can indulge that right now as I'm working on this. Nope. It's gonna stay black. Jim plays games. You miss having cats? Yeah, I miss having cats too. Yeah, our last cat, Dido, she died a couple years ago. She was 20 or 22 or something super old for a cat. She was a sweetheart though. Yeah, they're great pets to have. I'm a big fan. So I guess for this to look properly shiny, we're gonna bring back those white highlights. That looks like what we're doing. Oh, Mouse, the only time you can stay up late is with jet lag. Huh. Oh, jet lag. Yeah, the London jet lag was weird because it was like a 6-hour thing, so it kind of does throw you off. Deluxe Talks, when you're on vacation, you're surprised how you immediately started sleeping in until 9:30. So that's like your natural wake up time? Yeah, I think I want the white highlight on the doggy skull heads. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. You know, maybe someday I'm actually gonna have to get up in the morning. And I can do it like 1 day a week if I have to get up for like an appointment or something. I can do it. But anything more than that, then yeah, then it kind of messes me up. Yeah, Jim plays games the same as me. When you went to the US, the jet lag meant you suddenly had a normal sleep pattern. Yeah, when I was in London, suddenly What are they 6 hours ahead or 6 hours back from us? What time is it in London right now? London time. London, UK time. Okay, yeah, so they're 6 hours. Oh, they're 6 hours ahead. Okay, so we're behind. So why did I start waking up at like 9 o'clock in the morning? I don't know. It's 4 something, 4:41 there now. Yes, don't worry, Jim, it's okay. Totally fine. It's late and we're old. Perfectly acceptable to be confused. Yeah, but I got onto a pretty good morning schedule when I was in London. Because also when you're, when you're in a place like that, you want to get the most out of it. You don't want to just sleep the whole time. So I was pretty good about being up for stuff when I was there. I mean, not least of which was Adventure X. That you kind of, I wanted to be up for that. So. Which I'm sad it did not happen this year, but nothing's happening. Maximus, 6 hours, not too bad, but 11 to 12 hour jet lag is surreal. Yeah, when I went to Japan when I was a kid, yeah, it's like 13 hours or something, and yeah, it's messed up. Yes. Oh, while Jim plays games, you went to One Adventure X? Which one did you go to? So I went last year, and it was pretty great. And I wanted to go again, just because I kind of, London is really, really cool. I'd never been to London. I'd never been to Harrods and all those classy places. Really super cool place to go. What other doggy heads? We're gonna put some color, some light bits here. Oh, you went to the first one? Nice. Oh no, Sting, you can never sleep in airplanes going west to east is terrible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that is the worst. I do have one airplane story. So I learned that I get airsick. And I did not know this about myself until I started flying, because I didn't really start flying a lot until like later in life. There was a huge part in between being 5.5 and being an adult where I didn't fly at all. And when I started flying again, I realized I got airsick, and I didn't know that was that to start with, and I just thought, I don't know, I was in it was like a 4-hour flight. I woke up an hour and a half into that flight, and I felt like I wanted to puke, and I don't know, I can't say it's the worst scenario to be in, but when you really feel like you want to throw up and you're on an small enclosed area, it's like the last thing you want to do is throw up. And so I fought it, and then I got up because I thought I gotta get myself to the washroom at the back of the plane, and then I just fainted into the aisle face first. But I gotta say, after that I felt better, and made it through the rest of the flight. I was green when I got off that flight, but from then on I have a grovel. It's fine. And in fact, now that I know that I get airsick, I try to book a flight, my seat in the middle of the plane where there's less movement, and I think that'll do me just fine. But that was a hard one to learn. But I did not throw up on that airplane, and I'm proud of that. Mouse makes you say so much cooler in the EGA version. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm always going to defer to the original in these cases. But I am having a lot of fun with this, for sure. Yeah, either way, I'm making the, it's one of those artist's choices, making the armor golden instead of gray, because you know what, I probably will knock it back with a light gray dither, is my thought. It remains to be seen if that will happen, but my thought being that I want to, his skin is different from the skull heads that he's got, and it's subtle, but I don't want it to be super, it's very similar. It's almost like I should have used the same color. But I feel like if I dither back the skull heads with light gray, that'll push it back further enough for me. And I might even do some warmth in his skin too. Yeah, it can all be changed, but that was my initial instinct, particularly because I think if this was an EGA game, they would have had to differentiate those colors more, just for readability. If this, I don't know what the sprites look like. I know they're pretty small on the screen in the first place, so I think that if there was a limited color palette, they would push the colors in different directions. But like I said, I could change a lot of this potentially with dithering, and even, like I said, dithering maybe and even his skin. Maybe he got upgraded to the shiny armor. Pixels on the sword makes it look like a little chainsaw. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I wanted the resolution that I picked to be obvious from a distance that it was blocky. Although, I mean, I guess I won't say there's any hard and fast rules for pixel art. I'm not anyone who's gonna say that something can't be or isn't. But I like having the blockiness for sure, even though it can present problems. Okay, so why don't we do this, his robe has this awesome chevron thing, so why don't we get in on that? And I realize I don't like those shapes. Okay, so let's see. And we're gonna actually get into this robe that he's got, because we need to pull out some of this detail. So here's another thing about this, is I can see that you've got a fold of his robe right underneath, and it's too subtle for the index colors to pick up, but we're going to pick it up because we can see them and we know what that is. Oh no. Yeah, it's chugging a little, so I'm sorry if I have some difficulty here, but we can see that there is like a fabric fold here as it comes across. So, and then it kind of breaks up here, which will probably get dithered or something. And look at that, isn't that interesting? Underneath the dog's head, skull head, there's a couple little points of green. And I don't know what it's for, but I love it. Little decisions like that. So, let's see. Okay. And then here's the other fold here. Some green light source from the bottom left. Yeah, you're probably right. Something must be going on here somewhere. But it all kind of just works, you know? Gen Z. It's a 0 Gen JENZEE 0, I believe, is the artist's Twitter. I'm going to double check that so I don't mislead you. But she is the artist for this. Then, you know, the art director, main artist. There are other artists, like environment artists and stuff, who worked on this, but she's the main. And she is amazing. Yep. 0 Jen JENZEE 0. And the avatar is like a little it's a Capcom servobot. Art director at Supergiant Games. So incredible artist. And it looks like she worked on those other games you mentioned in chat. Pyro something and Bastion as well. So she knows what she's about for sure. Do you guys get tired of this music? Do you want me to find new, different music? Because, I don't know, I can barely hear it, and I'm perfectly happy to just play the same stuff over and over again. We've had the same music for the past, ever since I started streaming. But if it's oh, good mouse, if you can't even tell there's music, even better. I'll take it. Because, yeah, I'll change it if it's bothering anybody. It doesn't bother me, though. There's 6 hours of this stuff, so it's not like it loops. It doesn't loop like the entire stream, so although it is on shuffle, so you may hear the same one again, but there's enough in there so you're not going to hear a lot of the same thing. Okay, you can't hear it either on your phone though. Okay, that's fine. Good. Yeah, getting music, it would be a whole other thing that stuff that, you know, you can play during streams. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff, that's another thing I have to learn about on Twitch. Only so much I can learn at once. Dr. Mikachu, who is another awesome streamer, she walked me through how to do a poll on Twitch, which I did for the first time last Tuesday. But yeah, there's so much to learn, and I don't, you know, it's like not my main focus to be expert on this platform, so I'm slowly learning it. Grindislav does that bossa nova. Yeah, does he play it through his YouTube? I think he said something about playing it on his YouTube or something, a YouTube channel. And it's all, I guess, totally okay to use. No worries. Okay, yeah, if you need to have background music, James plays games since he uses game music because it's almost always okay for Twitch. Yes, yeah, I hear that too. Yeah, no one's going to complain about game music being used. And that's actually something that I've kind of been thinking about in terms of people watching, you know, when the game, you know, when the Crimson Diamond eventually does come out. In terms of, you know, people streaming it, it's going to be a very linear game. It's an adventure game. And, you know, it's not even something I'm going to really think about too much about whether or not people streaming it is going to hurt sales or anything. Because there's really, see, I moved everything again. Because even if it did, there's not really anything I could do about it. And I'm of the mind that if people are playing it, then that's good. And I don't mind at all. In fact, I think it's awesome that they do. Is it okay to use game music when streaming something else? That's a good question. I think that's what Grindislav does. So I would say yes. And Jim plays games, says, I'm not sure if but the content in ID system wouldn't be able to distinguish. Yeah, see, this is all the stuff I need to learn about. But yeah, I mean, I think that anyone playing the Crimson Diamond streaming is a good thing, even if it's the full game. I don't know. Because I guess if people want to play it, then they can just decide not to watch until later. So hopefully they'll see something they like and want to play it themselves. As well, the design of the game is such that, you know, it's not... There are things that you can miss when you play it, too. So, I don't know. I think it's okay. And even if someone 100%s it or whatever, I think it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Jim plays games. The problem with narrative games is they can be spoiled by a playthrough in a way that action games wouldn't. And if you cover narrative games, you usually only do the beginning half hour or something. Oh, that's interesting that you have that rule for yourself. Cool. Yeah, I'm not really gonna be that concerned about it. I'm not gonna ask people not to, because I still think it's to the benefit. It's my benefit if people play it and talk about it and stuff. Although one exception to that is retro or free games, Jim. So yeah, I can see that, because I mean, if you've had 30 years to play it, then you know. And again, like I said, if you don't want to be spoiled, then yeah, then you probably wouldn't be watching the stream in the first place. Oh, interesting. Mosmer said, yeah, you only usually watch streams after you've already played the game. It's fun to see how people did this. Someone else did the same thing. Yeah, I do. I've done that, I think, too, where if I plan on it's the same thing actually with like TV reviews of TV episodes or something on an AV Club, is I won't read the review of the episode until I've watched the episode. It's the same thing. And like I said, it's like free playtesting for me when I watch people play it. So it is information, learning and watching people play it. So I think it's a good thing. Huh, Jim plays games. You say that people enjoyed watching you die in Space Quest games. I do want to put more deaths in the Crimson Diamond. But it's one of those things where I have ideas where they might go, but, you know, I can add that type of stuff in later, potentially. Bear attack. Oh, man. That's pretty vicious. Can happen, though. It has happened. I'm not going to say no. Jim plays games. You grew up with LucasArts games, so Sierra games seem really cruel by comparison. They are. I started with Sierra games, and they were terrifying. And when I started playing LucasArts games, I had this really nice feeling of not being scared anymore, which I did enjoy. So I get where you're coming from, totally. And in general, to play them, I did enjoy the LucasArts games more than the Sierra games, if I'm honest. This song that's playing now is the placeholder song for the introductory sequence that used to be in the demo, but it's since been replaced by... has it been replaced? Maybe it hasn't been replaced yet. Never mind. This has not been replaced yet. But, oh man, is that something Dan's going to have to compose at some point? That's going to be a long one. Has he done... Oh man, I can't remember. See what I told you about my memory? Mouse Miss says Sierra games were more of a challenge. Lucas was more fun. Yeah, I'll take that. For sure. Yeah. Saving constantly, it's just, you know. I agree. Saving constantly, it's that paranoia, for sure. And that's not fun, to be paranoid like that. Jim says, I don't remember what you said about your memory, exactly. Oy. But yeah. some of these bits in here. Where we at? Ooh, my goodness. 12:01. Holy cow. See what I tell you about time just flying. Okay, so. Okay, so you guys, we made it. We got a good amount done on that, I think. But yeah, it looks like next week's Crimson Tuesday is going to be an art stream where we're going to work on that daybreak version of the Royal Canadian Museum. And I don't know what else I'll have to show you guys. I feel like I've run out of fun stuff to show. But I'll think of something. Maybe I'll show some pictures of my trip, my Adventure X trip or something. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and being super chill and watching me just fill around with these pixels, making some EGA happen. Yes, Mousimus, I hope everyone, Sakana Cow, thank you. Thank you for having the emoji. But yes, you guys have a wonderful night, rest of your night. Hope you all have a really good sleep tonight and have a good day tomorrow. And I'll see you. And Sting, thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing. And thank you for just everything today. And I hope you enjoyed your pizza. Duck with Shades, of course. Have a good night. Yeah, and also Sting, thanks for the gift subs. That was super cool that you did that. And yeah, that's all I got tonight, folks. I'll see you guys next week, same time, hopefully on time. So 10 minutes earlier than today, and same channel. Oh, you know what? We have to raid someone. Okay. Okay. Wait. Well, of course, if you have to go, please go. But I'm gonna try to raid someone. I almost forgot. Okay. Okay. Let me see who's on. But yes, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Ooh, who do we got? We've got the Renaissance playing ActRaiser on SNES. We haven't raided Renaissance in a while, so I think we're gonna drop in on the Renaissance. The Renaissance not only plays retro games, Renaissance also paints amazing landscapes, and some of them are based on video games. But they kind of look like just painterly landscapes that are based on video games, which is kind of amazing that he does that. So why don't we give the Renaissance a raid? Okay, hold on. And then I gotta have like a snack or something. Oh no. Where am I? Wait. Ugh. Hold on. Wow, this doesn't go smoothly. Where the heck am I? Does it? We're gonna get there. See, usually I do this on my iPad, but that's not. Oh my gosh. Okay. Usually I do this on my iPad, but that's not working. So I gotta. Okay. Sorry if there was echo. I just muted it. I went oh my gosh because I saw that I have 500 followers now on Twitch, which is cool. So thank you guys for that. Okay. We're gonna raid the Renaissance. There, NES, ants. Yes, no, I when I got to my own channel, I surprised myself. That's what happened there. Okay, we're gonna raid the Renaissance tonight. Oh boy. Wow, that's 5 seconds. 17. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Have a good night.